I mean, that's cool. I mean, I was going to ask when you're going to jump back on it because you did say you was going to jump back on that.
Yeah, no, soon. Like I have video ideas. I haven't like I'm slowly getting back into the groove of recording, and I just gotta find my camera again
You
so I
ready?
can like start recording again. You know, now I can record off my cell phone and stuff like that, but I don't know, something about the camera. Just
It's better, probably because it's better quality.
yeah, and it's like
And it
it's
looks more professional.
full. Yeah, like it's not like with your phone, like you have to have it in landscape, like recording in landscape, and you have to like to get the view, and it's just then you can only get the top half, but with your camera, you can get like the fullness of the video. It just looks better. Mm.
Exactly. That's why when I like doing my reviews, I like doing them on my Canon camera because
Mm.
I can just control the quality and it's clear. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a Canon camera.
I love my Canon camera. It's definitely the bee's knees. So
Yeah,
Canon or Sony.
I'm definitely Fuji cameras.
you got a
That's what
Fuji.
I
That's
have,
fine.
and I've had them since I was so like younger, and I don't know, I've just been sticking with them. They're gonna stick beside me.
That's fine. You know, right? As long as it works, whatever works for you. As long as,
Right.
Hmm.
uh, with that being said, welcome everybody to the after party. I am your host Ray. With me, as always, we have the lovely Material Life,
Hello.
and also joining us, we have the lovely Shisha Core.
Hello.
So now, ladies, I already showed this to B, but Shisha Core, have you ever heard of the video we are tuning into today called "How Men Become Dogs"?
I've never heard of it until today when B mentioned it, but no, I've never heard of it. I didn't even know
And
that was
Okay,
a thing.
exactly, and it's 4 years old. That's even more crazy.
yeah, no. Now I've already watched the series, so I already know. So I'm not going to spoil it, but I will tell you this: any of y'all fans of the show Insecure?
I like Insecure.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. It's so funny. I just started watching Insecure.
You're so
I
behind.
be- yeah, I believe Issa Rae has something to do along with this. I think she either produced it or she did camera, but
Yeah, she produced it, technically wrote it
What,
and
Insecure?
directed it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Issa Rae.
It's
But
it's
it
a
stemmed
lot,
from the
but
original
sheesh.
of the Awkward Black Girl. But Issa
yeah,
Rae had a whole YouTube production, remember? Oh,
yeah,
well,
she did.
some of y'all might know. Like some of y'all probably who don't know Issa Rae before HBO, like she used to like her YouTube. There was like two, her Issa Rae and this other group that had like massive YouTube productions and stuff, like with black, unknown artists. So she had this show called Awkward Black Girl, which HBO picked up, but it became Insecure. So technically, if you see Awkward Black Girl, you kind of understand what Insecure stems from. But I liked it. But I don't know if her YouTube channel is still open to the public or if she turned everything private since she went HBO. I haven't been
I
on
don't know.
her YouTube in forever.
I don't know either. I also I wonder what other stuff she's doing besides Insecure because I know she's still doing projects. I just haven't heard anything from her lately.
Mm, yeah, she got like a massive contract with HBO. I think to like put out three different stuff. But I
Hmm.
know she has like this huge like I don't know if you consider it a label where she has like writers on call. Like she has they contract has a contract with writers, directors, musicians, to make the music productions for like shows, any show and everything like that. Like, and it's like catered to black people. Well,
That's dope.
when Issa say she is rooting for black, she is rooting for black.
Yeah, shout outs to Issa Rae. Mm, I find that very honorable. So, ladies,
Hmm.
are y'all ready to watch this video?
I am.
Yes.
Now these now this is one episode out of 10. We're not going to watch all 10 of them, obviously, in
Mm-hmm.
tonight. But as we go through, I'll just try to see how this goes. So, um, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Leave your lipstick on the edge of my glass. I just wanna taste your shadow when you're gone. When you're gone. You might think that we're moving too fast.
See, most women think that all men are born nasty dogs.
I
Reality,
just wanna catch you before you go.
it's not true.
Curtains up and you step out. The lights come
Honestly,
on.
we're born friendly poodles. We get turned into dogs
Too slow.
by women.
You're hot in a world that's cold.
This is the story of how men become dogs.
I love my boo, man. Just look at her. Being a nice guy's got me many places, but last, this isn't one of them. All right, baby, here we go.
Hold on, hold on. Isn't it crazy that 4 years ago, like homegirl who was just walking in front of those guys, body was considered like top tier, to now like her her natural body shape compared to like the BBL era, it's like she wouldn't even notice now. That's
I
crazy.
never really thought of
And
it
that was
like
four
that.
years ago. Like within 4 years, the BBL epidemic happened.
And just like it happened now, 2023, it's, a lot of people is trying to detransition from that.
That is true.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
everybody's now looking for that natural body. So, ladies,
Hmm.
keep it together.
Uh, I'm kind of glad this BBL epidemic is over because I don't think it helped anybody, especially since it was making women sicker. I don't know, and they were still getting it. So
Yeah.
All right,
What is it?
it's a picnic basket, baby. Why don't y'all here to have a picnic? Come on now. Now, where do we? Who is making all that noise? Fucking Boy Scout. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Look, I told you. Look, I want to be on the block. You got me at the fucking park. Man, I don't know any woman that'll date a guy like that, baby. Told you good news at home. Glad that's not us, baby. Glad that's not us.
Julian, I need to talk to you.
What's up, baby? Talk to me.
I can't do this anymore.
Do what?
Us, you, this. I just can't. You ain't man enough for me.
What?
Man, do you know owns a picnic basket, huh? And where did you get the picnic baskets from? West Hollywood?
Nope.
Only women are supposed to pack picnic baskets. And I bet you got them little heart-shaped cookies up in there too, don't you?
You doggone Skippy, I got these cookies.
Julian, I need a man with a backbone.
I do have a
No,
backbone.
last week I asked you to kill a bug. You talking about, oh, the bug got feelings.
They do.
Julian, why can't you be more like him?
God damn it, don't Baby, he's over there freaking degrading her.
No, he's not. He over there showing her that he's the man and she's the woman. He over there taking control, showing her who's boss. Shit, that's what I need in my life.
Don't you want to taste that goddamn tub? Well, baby, I would never be like him. I would never degrade a woman like that. Especially somebody I care about, baby.
And that's exactly why your ass will always be a little bitch. Deuces and middle.
Now, most women say,
So, ladies, I want to ask you this question: how nice is too nice? I can understand a woman not liking a nice guy, but how nice is too nice?
She must have been fed up because I don't know how a picnic basket went that left. So she had to be at her last straw with him.
I think too nice is when you don't have a voice for yourself anymore. When a person can stand there and degrade you, call you all sorts of names, talk to you any kind of way, and you're just like, I'm going to accept it for the sake of being the nice guy, that is too nice. You should never jeopardize your character or, who you are for the sake of nice.
The same thing for female.
I actually agree with you. I 100% agree with you. It's like, you will not hear no complaints from me. Brothers, I feel like they're top. I don't want to say put the woman in place, but there's sometimes you do got to check her when she gets out of order of your boundaries. I feel like you do got to check her sometimes. And the same thing with women. If a man, oversteps your boundaries, check them, because there are people that will try you, and
Oh, yeah.
and they feel like they can run all over you, they will. So I feel like you gotta put that in order, just so they won't ever do that to you.
Yeah.
You don't set the boundaries, they don't know when they fucking cross it, and then they'll just run all over you.
As soon as they think about crossing it, put them in check.
Facts.
Yes. You going into not even you pass a
No,
school, you just know.
we're not gonna wait till it happens. As soon as you think about it, we're gonna stop you at there. We're gonna stop
It's
you at the top.
premeditated for you. It's like it's like they breathe. Check them. I think it's about to happen. Check it. Oh, he about to go right. Check it. He didn't
See,
even
they
have
not
the
letting y'all.
option to go right. He was just like, "Oh, I'm going straight, I guess." Now,
Them lady said, "Don't even think about it." That's what he said. "Don't even think."
yeah.
say they prefer a man who supports them emotionally more than financially. And being honest with you, that's perfectly fine with me, because in essence, a relationship should be built on trust.
My man need to iron his shirt. I just realized when I'm looking at this
Oh
man
my
shirt.
God, that's the
That
broke
thing.
one.
See, I haven't even.
That's the
You know what's
broke
funny?
one.
You know what's funny? I haven't even gone through the whole thing. She already guessed it right. Yes, he is the broke one. She know. She know.
Not finances.
I'm getting hungry. It's for dinner.
I'm glad you asked that. I was craving Italian.
Italian.
Mr.
That's fine.
Italian.
Yes. All right, I'm excited now. I'm gonna go get my jacket, okay? All right. Baby, I'm ready.
You about to do ramen noodles?
What the hell is that?
Dinner. You said you wanted Italian, so I ordered our favorite, fettuccine alfredo. Smells good, huh?
I thought you said we were going
Don't
to
tell
get
me this is
Italian.
the dollar thingy.
That's a
Are
TV
those
dinner.
No,
That's
those
a TV
look like
dinner?
those.
It's a
No,
TV dinner.
those look like
Oh,
what's
no.
that? It's a Dollar TV dinner that be at every grocery store, and they be like in a green box or something,
I thought he
and
legit
it's a
DoorDash some
fettuccine
real
alfredo.
Italian.
Mm-mm.
Gave him fettuccine. Y'all see the background though? It was like stuff is held up by duct tape. And shit.
I see the tapes.
Oh Lord, oh bruh. Bruh. And the
What
shirt,
is
I don't know
called?
why the shirt got even more wrinkly as he stood up. So, oh shit.
The neck is fighting itself.
Oh
That's
Lord.
it.
What the hell is that?
Dinner. You said you wanted Italian, so I went up our favorite, fettuccine alfredo. Smells good, huh?
I thought you said we were going to get Italian.
No, I was talking about these little frozen linguine dinners in the freezer.
Oh no,
Are you
no,
serious?
no.
TV dinners, wine from a paper cup.
It's dinner and wine.
You are so cheap. I don't remember the last time you did anything nice for me.
How can you say that? What about Valentine's Day?
You bought me a teddy bear from the 99-cent store.
And dinner the other night, what about that?
Oh, okay. Buy one, get one free at Wendy's.
It was free. I didn't ask you to pay for anything.
Okay, I'm done.
Megan. Listen, I know I'm not the richest man in the world. With what I have, I try my best to make you happy. I work my butt off and I'm waiting for that promotion. You know that. So come on, just work with me. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, let him go.
Good enough. Okay, call me when you get that promotion. That is if your phone is still turned on. With your broke ass.
And then there's
Y'all go ahead. How y'all feel about that? How y'all...
I think he mad that he wasted that one TV dinner. Like, I don't think he mad she left. I'm mad. I think when he thought about it, he was like, damn, I didn't even have to microwave it. She's gonna leave.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
That's kind of misleading, though. I mean, well, I don't know if it's so much of misleading information because you mentioned an Italian restaurant. You didn't say anything about Italian frozen,
No,
frozen plates.
he never said Italian. He said I'm craving Italian.
Oh, okay.
I guess she assumed they was gonna go out to eat, but like clearly first of all she was at his house.
Right.
So, like, y'all, it's not like, oh, this is like on some first time ever meeting each other. You know what type of dude he is at this point in time. So, why would you assume
Right.
that
That's what
y'all
I
was
was
going
thinking
to a
too.
restaurant when he don't seem like the restaurant type? Because he was out here looking through his couch for change.
I don't know. She probably
I
thought
feel like,
the dinner date was going to be, one of those moments where he was going to share good news. Let her know that, hey, I got that promotion.
yeah, it was not given that.
Yeah,
First of
wishful
all,
thinking, huh?
yeah, she was too wishful thinking. You said Valentine's Day, he got you a 99-cent teddy bear. And it was something else that happened. It was very dirt cheap, but I think they went out to eat or something, and he did the buy one get one free at Wendy's or something, or Denny's. I don't know wherever he was, but it was given very much cheap the whole time. So I don't know why she now assumed something different was gonna happen, and so they was toxic to begin with. They should have been let each other go.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody gonna
And,
appreciate his thriftiness because there's another thrifty person in the world. I'm telling you. There's that TV
oh man,
show that's like penny pinchers or whatever they call themselves,
yeah.
and there's females on the show and there's guys on the show. And I think if two like penny pinchers come together, they'll be a perfect match. So he has someone out there for him. I don't know why she was putting herself through that much misery for him.
She liked him.
Right. I think it's just build up frustration. I mean, it's only so much you can take and so long you can hold on to, broken promises. I think she was just at her breaking point. She was over it.
You know what? I'm
That's
not gonna.
true.
Once again, I'm with you on that. Some people just be at their breaking point. You can't be
Yeah.
cheap forever. You gotta at least splurge a little bit.
It actually reminds me of that show Insecure, like the first season when, dealing with what she had to deal with that guy. She went out there and,
Oh
did her
yeah,
own
because
thing. Yeah. And I just started
she
watching
was
the show
supporting his dreams.
for like 2 years and he was out of work
Girl,
on
a
unemployment or something. That's
damn
crazy.
fool. Ain't no way.
Damn. All right,
That
let's.
also reminds me of that Tyler Perry film. What is it? The one with Taraja when
All
she
of them.
Oh,
Cue the restart into the chat.
All of them. Why? Why?
whoa, cute.
Why?
OMG.
Cue the
Why?
restart.
Why the
Where have you
Tyler Perry
been?
movies? What is up with the? I come back and y'all talk about Tyler Perry movies. God, you knew what time it was.
Q, where have you been?
Working. I'm a slave. I'm a slave to the real
Man,
world.
for a second I thought you got locked up and you was just
Damn, what
hiding
the
out.
fuck? All right, okay. Look, can we please start a new narrative for Q? Q does not get locked up, okay? I actually don't have a criminal record. Surprisingly. Let's go ahead and just let's enjoy that
It feels
moment.
like it's been about 3 months. I don't even know you was here for New Year's. Nope, you was not.
Dang.
And we in
Well,
April.
But you know what? But you want to know why I'm here? I'm pissed off, goddammit. But I'm pretty sure Ray knows why I'm pissed the fuck off.
oh, you was is it about WrestleMania?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
You gotta say that for tomorrow. If you're gonna be
That's
here
cool.
tomorrow,
That's cool. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm just pissed off. I'm just ready
we'll
to
have
swing
a
at somebody.
whole WrestleMania spill tomorrow
That's
because I
disrespect.
think a lot of people
They are
Father's gonna
disrespectful.
beat it. Dion.
These bastards are disrespectful.
Yeah, because
It's okay.
all right, and trust me, I got some shit to say about it too. Because
It's
Vinnie
cool.
Mac is back and Triple H needs to run that fade.
Yeah.
But right now,
Yeah.
we about to show how men become dogs. Have you seen this before?
Oh, I can tell you how. I can tell you exactly how.
Oh, you can.
This is my time to shine. See, I am glad I'm back and we talking about this. Look,
Are
Oh, hold on.
are you speaking from experience?
I am absolutely speaking from experience.
Oh, so
Yeah.
are you the one before the dog or are you now the dog?
No, I'm see, I am a work in progress to be out. There's a way to have dog ways but not be a dog. Like it's
So
sort it's
you're
safe.
partially reformed dog.
Right.
Like yeah, it's not like I don't do dog activity. I have dog mentality.
Oh,
Okay?
that's even worse. Lord Jesus.
Like it's like but it's not purposely. It's a lot of fucking pain and
Mm.
regret and misunderstand. You women have a tendency.
Oh wait,
No, Lord.
time out now.
We're
Time out now.
not going to
Right?
generalize women. We're just going to talk
Um,
about the women you dealt with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say women in general because I know I
So,
am dealing with different
see,
women.
the women I dealt with, let's rephrase that.
The women I've encountered and dealt with, they tend to misconstrue their intentions,
Right. I agree.
and I feel like in reality, men are chastised and penalized for doing so, but it's
But
for.
that's, I'm sorry.
I feel like there are different reasons. Like I feel like there's a different outcome. I mean, there's a different, like, when it comes to what you get out of this situation. Like there is two different lanes,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, but it's also those same different things that we both are, like, both genders are like trying to get towards, are also like being used to get what they want. So it's like a given. It's weird as fuck. like the woman, like these women, like they say they don't want to be labeled a certain way, and they're not a certain way, but their actions display that. Like if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's not a turtle. I'm just saying.
Affleck.
I'm just saying. It's not a
Could
turtle.
it could be an actor? I don't know now.
Hey, look,
But I don't think it's just a woman thing. I don't think
it's not.
being
I feel like
straightforward from the gate. It's just a gender thing. It depends on that
I,
person, but
I
it's
feel
not
like,
so much.
but I also do feel like us men, we don't hold ourselves to a certain standard to where, like, some of us are vulnerable to the wrong people, and if you we're put in situations where we become this shell of a person to somebody who doesn't deserve it. So it's like we lose in a situation eventually, because eventually you're going to run into somebody that is different from everybody you've dealt with. And if you're so far gone in being what you're used to being, it's like you're going to like purposely throw away something that might actually be like happy. I mean, being a dog is fun. It's not happy. You spend a lot of money. Like you spend a lot of money. Your gas runs out. Like you gotta have money because you gotta have gas in your car to be able to go back and forth. First of all, you gotta have a car. You gotta have a place. You gotta have. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that come into play for you to actually be a certified dog and be okay. And there's like, if you want to be able to do these things and not get backlash, but for only being a dog, then these are the steps you take. But if you want to be a dog and a deadbeat nigga and a user and all of these things, then be a dog and don't have yourself together. Okay, that. But when you have yourself together, I know personally friends. I'm not going to incriminate anybody because I have a lot of friends, so don't know who I'm talking about. But I have friends who are like who are well taken. Like they're upper echelon when it comes to their finances. They got money, and they do what they want to do because it's hard for them to believe that somebody, even with a job, even with the same amount of money, a woman with the in the same tax bracket as them, it's hard for them to believe that that woman is like 50-50 in a way, or 100-100, or like, how it's supposed to be in a relationship. Like it makes it harder for them. So they feel like it's easier to meet a woman who see me in a nice car, what I'm saying, wants to spend a night with me, spend a couple nights with them, and get rid of them. We don't like the challenge. Like men get tired too. We get tired. We get tired of losing. We get tired of being second place. There are men out here who are never second place, so they never have this problem. But there are men out here who are always the friend zone dude who don't deserve to be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Look, some of y'all are weird as hell who deserve to be in the friend zone. I'm not speaking for y'all. I'm speaking for regular people who don't overdo things to be seen, who don't make the unnecessary moves to be noticed, who are just genuinely themselves and enjoy being themselves. Those are the ones who like get overlooked and put in a friend zone because they don't what some women would say apply pressure. But like applying pressure is like, how do you do that in this day and age? How can a man do that when he sees the next man not doing shit but disrespecting you and getting all the attention in the world?
I mean, it's different layers to it. I don't think it's what it seems like just from a surface level. I think it's definitely more to that reason. But I guess we'll just dive in more. But
But I do feel like some of these situations, like some men who are eventually turned into dogs or become dogs, are based off of them seeing other men be successful being dogs. Some of them have friends who are dogs, and they can't keep they can't get a second date, but their friends are shitty as hell, and women flock to them. So it kind of like puts a light bulb in their head. We're like, well, maybe if I'm a little bit like that, maybe I'll get some type of attention or some type of, anything. So the influence of being a dog is not like some women think that men are like, we just hound and try to find women and things like that. No, sometimes we have friends who are loners who do their dogging by themselves, and you become interested. You hear about his stories. He come back and tell you about how he, what I'm saying, went on a date with 2 women in one day and and managed to pull it off without wasting any gas money. I don't know, like crazy stories, like crazy stories. Like men get like some men like it's not even jealousy, but it's like I want to be. Some men don't get adored like women are adored in a way, like just in any fashion. You women are like the most appealing thing in the world, like they are. So it's like it's hard for men to get the same attention or any type of attention, like a fraction of attention that y'all get. We'll be happy with it, but we don't. So
Fact.
it's like either we become dogs and ignore y'all to make y'all chase us, or we just settle with not getting no attention at all and hope and praying that something happens.
Is it safe to say that all men are dogs? And even from that statement, it doesn't even have to be looked at in a negative way now. Because obviously, when you hear the term dog, you're thinking the worst. But I'm saying, do you guys? I mean, just from a man's perspective, is it safe to say that all men are dogs? Like you guys were
No.
all born
No,
with that characteristic trait? It's just some dogs are different depending on their owner. If you train them well, if you treat them well, most dogs know how to find their home. There's other dogs that just go wandering out on the streets.
I mean, I like your analogy, and then I kind of like, it's such a dirty way to say it.
But it doesn't have to be looked at in a bad
That
way.
is so funny.
I
You
know,
said
that's why I'm
depending
like,
on their owner.
I know it's like I don't want. It's like I'm with you when you say, what I'm saying. Let's not look at it in that way, because I'm like I get exactly what you're saying. It's more of it can be brought out in some form of fashion. And
Any man can, yes, absolutely.
I do absolutely agree with that. I feel like at some point in time there's a trigger that
Right.
forces a man to not give a fuck. Some men never achieve that trigger. Some men never get
Yeah.
there. Some men never get there. Some men get there and they snap out of it very fast.
Yeah.
Some men never get out of it. Some men die with women just if I'm gonna tell you like this. If you know any old man that lives in your neighborhood, the coolest old man in the world, real chill, real relaxed, and you notice all like younger, not young women, but older, but young women. Like if he's like 70, there are women that are like coming to see him that are like 50. That's what he is. He's never gotten out of that. I know people like that personally. Like
like Ronald Isley.
Yeah, basically. So like men when a man finds his woman, like he's so fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Because it's almost impossible for a man to find someone who loves him for him. Like loving him, like that is probably the hardest thing to be able. Like I will find a 4-leaf clover 10 times before I could find 10 marriages where 10 people genuinely love somebody for somebody in this day and age. Like it's bad. Like I'm not talking about older relationships. Like I'm talking about like now. Go grab 10 couples out here right now and ask them They're not. It's hard to find it. So, and then it's harder for a man because we already have an uphill battle.
Right.
We already have an uphill battle, and it's no knock to women. Like, women don't have to work to get a man's attention, but in reality, some men you don't. Some men you don't have to do shit to get their attention. You just show a little kneecap, he's happy. If you show a little kneecap, show a little shoulder, he loves you. Answer his phone.
What man is this?
I mean, I'm
A
just
little
saying.
kneecap, a little shoulder. He must like the way you portraying this guy. He got to be either a nerd or like someone who just don't get playtime on a regular basis.
No, don't say a nerd because look, us nerds, we have standards too.
Yeah, but what are you saying? Like, oh, you got to show a kneecap. Like, it can't be a thug dude,
No,
like,
no,
or
no. I know.
regular
No,
smuggler dude.
I'm not
Because
saying
a
I'm not
kneecap
saying
ain't enough for these guys nowadays.
I'm not saying figuratively. I'm saying like it's like metaphorically. Like if you just show a little skin, give them what they want, they'll be happy. I wasn't saying actual kneecaps and shoulders, ma'am. Jesus Christ! Where am I at? Where am I? Ray, what is this?
Not man.
I gotta explain kneecaps and shoulders.
Obos and bonobos.
Hey, I hate you. I hate you.
All right, before we get into the channel, let's go into the third one. And I'm not gonna lie, since I already seen this before, this scene ticks me off the most, but you'll see why. So let me play it.
It's me. I guess you can call me the lucky one. I've been in a committed relationship the last 3 months, and I know my little angel would never do anything to hurt me. What the hell's going on?
Cameron, you're home early.
You having sex with another man in my bed? Dog, you can't knock. Hold up. What you want to do?
Stop, Henry.
Wait, I don't think I'm seeing the screen.
You don't see the screen? Hold on.
First of all, this is horrible acting.
Wait, everybody else can see the screen but me?
I can see the screen. I think it's you. You have to tap on the screen on your screen.
Hold on, let me come out and come back in.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is horrible acting. First of all,
it's not the best. It's not the best.
Okay, I can see the screen now.
All right. I'll play it back for you just so you. Yeah, cute. The acting is not the best, but it does get somewhere. I promise you.
The last 3 months, and I know my little angel would never do anything to hurt me. What the hell's going on?
Cameron, you're home early.
You having sex with another man in my bed? Dog, you can't knock. Hold up. What you want to do?
Stop, Henry. He can't fight.
Damn, you're right. He can't fight.
Cameron. Sorry.
Maybe he'll be all right.
Did he say you can't knock?
I'm gonna bang your girl.
I'd have shot that nigga.
I was just thinking that, like I was like, did he really say you can't knock?
Yes, he did.
In my house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did. All right, yeah, you getting shot.
You getting shot.
Now I think I better leave this place, cause I'm about to catch you. Mr. Big said it first. Oh, you got to die. Y'all got to die. Oh my God. Let me just go and get this bail money together. I'm killing both of y'all. Gotta die.
What Charlie Murphy say? He's an habitual line stepper.
Hey, a habitual line. Hey. But why
do you say this person has to die? Like, why do you feel like you have to cause harm on this man when this man I mean, it's one thing if this man broke into your home and was trying to rape your woman, but if your woman opened the door and freely let this man in, he has all the right to be in that house, regardless if that's your home as well. So, do you feel like the need to take it out on him, or what do you do?
I can't hit the woman.
You can't. You can't do nothing but
So what
control
do you mean I
yourself.
can't do nothing?
You
I got
cannot do
sisters.
anything.
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
beat
no,
that boy ass.
I got
I'm gonna
sisters.
whoop that boy ass. Bitch,
I
I
got
know
sisters.
you seen my motherfucking shoes in the fucking room. You knew another nigga belonged in here. You took your dirty ass shoes off in my motherfucking house and you rubbing your motherfucking feet in my blanket. You ain't even got to be sleeping with my woman. If you was in my room, I'm a
Oh my God.
like it's not the woman situation. All right, bitch, you gotta go. That's the only time that word
I
is
got
gonna use.
sisters.
But
They'll
you
take
got
care of her.
you
That's
don't
all.
gotta life would do her dirty. I'm fine. You can get the
Mhm.
fuck out. But as far as this nigga, and then he asks me to knock in my motherfucking house. Hold on, you didn't even mention that part of the story. You just
No,
mentioned the
but
fact that he was just in there.
that statement
He
came
said,
from
"Damn."
what did
He
she
said,
tell him?
"Damn,
Who did
can't
she
you knock?
who did she tell him lives in the house? You
Knock
know?
what? I'ma
What
knock your ass out. That's what I'ma knock on. I'ma knock your fucking head off your shoulders. You want me to knock? Okay, cool.
I'm shooting a nigga. Damn the
I'ma
face.
be knocking on my cell tonight because you got to go.
But you know he can't fight, which the other guy's aware that
Which
he
is the
can't
reason
fight.
why I would have shot the nigga, Soldier Boy style. Fa, fa,
Oh my
Bah,
gosh.
shot the nigga.
First
But
off, ain't no
but
throwing no
for
fades. I'm going for the gun. That's some disrespectful shit. I'm going for the ain't no go for the fade. Fuck fighting
but
fade.
okay, I guess for women we look at it differently, but I guess from a guy's perspective, what about that moment that like really pisses you guys off? Is it the fact that he's sleeping with her? Is it the audacity to come into my home? Like what is it
It's
about that
okay.
All
moment
of
that
the
you
Sleeping
guys
thing.
like
all of the above.
The
All of the
sleeping thing. All right, sleeping with my woman. All right, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? But like in my house,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Like and this is my sacred place. Like you don't know what's in my house. You don't
Yeah.
know what I keep in my house. You don't know what I got going on in my house. And you know what I'm saying? The woman is messed up. And the man is like it's a two-way street. As a man, that's like I'm not as a man, if I'm a side nigga, I'm not going to if you and your man live together, I'm not going there, bro. That's a no-no, because that's 90% of the time your nigga is gonna show up.
and somebody gonna die.
Somebody's gonna die, and it won't be me. So
Well,
like,
have you guys ever been in a situation where you were dating someone that had a partner, but you had no idea because this person presented themselves as if they were single, but in reality they had a man or a husband? Have you ever encountered a situation like that?
yeah.
Funny you say that.
So
I
how do
lost
you explain that? If
I
the
lost my
man pulls up on you and see you with his woman and it's like, well, I didn't know she had a man. Well,
Nah, I
But
feel
this
like
is
is
it
not the
your
same situation.
responsibility to know this information? Like you know, how much digging I have to do to know this?
but
she
it's
told
like
me.
She
Say that
told you?
I lost my all right, look, little quick story. I lost my virginity to a married woman because I met her
You met her where?
I met her at a club
Okay.
in Norfolk called Have a Nice Day Cafe. B, you know about that place, right?
Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
a nice. Sounds nice.
yeah,
It got shut.
to
It got shut
somebody
down. You're
and
right.
take you
It's
riding
funny. It got
through.
shut down right after I got. But anyway, I met her there, and then we exchanged numbers and shit. So the whole time she was asking me, "Do I got a girl? Do I got a girl?" and all that other stuff. I was like, "No, I'm single." Blah blah blah, all that other stuff. At the end of the day, she was like, "I'm married, but I still want to. I still want to pursue a relationship with you." I was like, "Why?" Because you smiled at me. Dead ass. That was her response. So, uh,
Mhm.
I never met her husband, but like, um, when I lost my virginity, it was in a parking lot on base, right by the place where they have the pool tables and all that other stuff. It's a little bit,
I know.
yeah.
I know exactly
B,
what
you
you're
know
talking
what
about.
I'm talking about.
I feel like even as a habitual side nigga,
and I played that very well.
Who's the habitual side nigga? Are you talking about yourself here?
There are men out here who enjoy being side niggas.
That is crazy. How do you scoop down to that level? Like,
it's
did you
not
just wake up one day and say, "This is the life I want to live"?
Yeah.
Q, are you the habitual side nigga?
Yeah.
Ray, are you a habitual side nigga?
Just that one time.
No,
but even then,
I'm not. I can't do that.
Just that one.
No more?
One time.
I'm a
Just
little
that one
selfish.
time.
I'm a little selfish.
When did you become selfish? Like when did habitual side nigga end and selfishness started?
I've never been a habitual side nigga. I'm gonna be honest. I've tripped up and became a side nigga.
Q, I can't even take you serious no more.
Me, I didn't even want her to like leave her husband. She divorced him anyway.
But I think habitual side niggas have a boundary. Like I feel like married women, like it's like I don't like that's like if I was to be a side nigga, I can't be a side nigga to a married woman. It's like I don't know. It's a different thing, bro. Like it feels weird.
You got some sort of moral compass.
Yeah,
that hits
yeah. Because as a man, like, just think about it like this.
You don't want to cause karma on the marriage you know for your future marriage.
But I also think in a man's perspective, like a man walks down the aisle with a woman, believing that woman only wants him and only him. You know what I'm saying? Knowing, you know what I'm saying, the shit he probably did before he got married. You know what I'm saying? Some men really hang their jersey up and be like, I'm done. And if you were to do that and then to find out that your wife that you decided to hang your jersey up for is cheating on you, like married your wife, I don't know. That's a different. It's a different burn. A girlfriend, I understand, but you'll get over it. But like your wife,
yeah,
it's a different thing. Like that's a different pain. I don't want to put nobody through that type of pain. That's really killing nigga pain. Look, you touch my wife. Did you see NBA YoungBoy with Yaya?
You talking about my wife? Talk about my wife?
Talk about my wife? I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was about to go to war for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like some people actually take that very serious. Like it's just like that. So it's like I personally wouldn't want to, like, if I was to be a side nigga, if I was to ever be a side nigga, I wouldn't want to be like a married woman's side nigga. That's morally incorrect for me. Like, it's like, damn, bitch, this the type of shit you're doing, and then like there's a thing that goes off in a man's head where he realizes like, oh, if this bitch would cheat on him, I know she'll cheat on me.
Yep. That's the exact thing.
And she gets treated as that.
Like
and then oh my god, I'm sorry, and then I'll be done with this. And then it's the women who, like, some women. I am not going to say all women. Let me go ahead and clarify that before I say it. But there are women who like use certain like oh, I'm trying to like get out of this relationship, but he won't like leave me alone thing. It'd be like, yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, okay. Like those are the ones that irritate me. The ones that like get mad at they nigga and and pretend like they want to, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Speaking for side niggas, that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. You don't like your time being wasted. We don't either. There's plenty of other women out here that need a side nigga. Why waste my time making me believe that you gonna waste your time being with me, and you don't even do it? You know how much work it takes for me to sneak around and take you places without people seeing you, without people noticing you with me. You know how many drive-thrus I gotta go through to make sure you get your food? Because you don't want to get out the store. You don't want to get out the car and walk in the restaurant.
Exactly.
All the miles I drive to drive further away from anywhere that anybody would see you in. No, don't go to this store. My cousin Ray work here, and he know my boyfriend. We go through a lot too. What about us? It's sad. Valentine's Day. Are you serious?
So you want us to sympathize with the fact that you chose to be a side.
I don't want you to. I do not want you to
You want us
sympathize.
to feel sorry for you and give you a holiday so we can give you
because
flowers.
those side niggas were once whole niggas. They weren't side niggas. They were front runners. They were front runners trying to be on a team and be the front runner of a woman that like we want to be in front. But you women forced us on the side.
Nobody forced you. Nobody put a gun to your head.
Do you know where the friend zone? Do you know where the friend zone is at? It ain't in the front. It's on the side. Bang.
No, actually the friend zone is not even nowhere near.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Exactly. That shit.
Friends are not having sex, to say the least.
At all. See, exactly. I'd rather be a side nigga than be in the friend zone. I'm sorry. Like friend zone. You know what the friend zone is? Friend zone is like playing dodgeball and getting hit and waiting for your teammate to like catch the ball so you can get back in. You're stuck that long, and you better hope and pray you got a partner that can catch. It's hard. It's hard for us. I promise you, the amount of men that are in the friend zone right now, as we speak, right now, fighting their way out of it, there is 1/10 of women in the friend zone.
Y'all know she laughing because it's true.
It's true.
It's sad because you guys make it seem like the friend zone is a prison. You don't have to be in the friend zone. If you're pursuing a woman and she don't see you in that manner and you feel like, okay, well, if there's nothing here for me, then off you go. But you don't have to stick around for the sake of being a friend.
Are you aware?
I got too many friends.
Are you aware?
I see what you're saying, but at the same, go ahead.
There's a high percentage of men who are permanently in friend zones.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
no, like it doesn't matter what woman they go to, they will always be put in the friend zone because that's what their personality is in this day and age. In any other time period before, they would probably have a wife and kid.
No, I think life it's like a repeating cycle. Like the same way a woman puts you, the same way that same guy that's put in a friend zone has a woman in his friend zone. So it's always the people I mean, maybe the women that they're going after. That's probably the problem, or the men that she's going after.
But do you know in a man's friend zone, that's the only friend zone that a woman will actually put herself in?
Okay. Hey, can I ask you ladies a question?
You're not gonna beat me. You're not gonna, I'm telling you. It's hard.
I understand it.
It's hard.
But it's still funny.
It is hilarious. This is amazing.
Like I never even thought about it like that. Like
you gotta understand where I'm coming from with this. Like y'all women have so much freedom when it comes to dating. It's crazy. Like a woman could meet a man and automatically be like, I think we should be. She'll put herself in the friend zone. And like,
Yeah, I think we should be friends.
oh my God, so fast. So fast. Like you don't even it's sad. But men there's no man. I'm not gonna say there's no man because I have female friends who are genuine friends.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to the female friends I have, I didn't pursue them in the process. It was like we just so happened to be cool. But like as far as like women, it'll be a man pursuing them and they'll be like, nah. I think we're better as friends. Friend, what you doing?
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. See, y'all don't see laughing because y'all done this to people. So let me
That's my favorite word.
Just saying.
Let me ask you ladies a question.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that he's not a piece of shit. The dude, but you're just not. You don't see him as a relationship type of dude. Why not him?
See, I think a lot of men have this misconception that because they're quote unquote a good man, that they're good for every single woman that they encounter. Everybody's not going to be interested in you. Everybody has different goals, standards, expectation, requirements. Whatever it is. So, I think a person is doing you a favor if they're at least straightforward with you in the beginning to let you know, like, hey, I don't want to. I don't want this to go any further. I think we should just be friends. I don't see anything. We don't have that romantic chemistry or whatever it is. I think that's a good thing. You dodged a bullet rather than have somebody string you along just to tell you the same thing that they're telling you from the get-go. But
waste your time.
just because we have
But
chemistry doesn't mean we're supposed to be together. Just because you're a good guy and I'm a good woman doesn't mean we're supposed to be together.
But that's more.
Just because we have certain things in common doesn't mean we're supposed to be together. Go ahead.
I agree. But then again, there are people who aren't straightforward about it.
Yeah.
There are people who genuinely know that guy is really pursuing them, and because they know he's pursuing them, they'll use that to their advantage and drag it along. They'll drag it along until that guy really starts looking for something in return, anything. And eventually, if a man is doing so much for you without anything in return, eventually, he's human. He's human. If a woman, let me tell you something.
People in general are human.
I'm about to say, ladies, if you have a guy that you see a neighbor or something that you're fond of him, and whenever you cook dinner, you just make a plate for him. Just because you're thinking about him or something like that. Eventually you're gonna be like, does he get the hint or not?
Right.
It's sort of the same in the same aspect. It's like some men don't use money to get women. Some men use money to convince a woman that I can do for you whatever you know what I'm saying. Some men feel like they can pay their way, but some men feel like I can help you get this. I can help you do this. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
But women are so fascinated with getting the money that's in their hands.
And I would think, at a certain age, after having so many different type of experiences, you should know by now if a man is genuinely interested in you or if a woman is genuinely interested in you. There's some things that people will cover up just to make themselves feel good about the situation. It's just like saying if you meet somebody, as a man and as a woman, if a person is genuinely interested in you, they're going to make time for you. There's no such thing as I'm too busy for you. So if I meet someone and all of a sudden they never have time for me, I mean, how much more of the red flags do I need to know? Okay, this person is not genuinely interested in me, because whatever time he claimed he doesn't have for me, he's investing it somewhere else or into someone else. And it
Right.
goes both ways. So at some point, we need to stop deceiving ourselves, which is the worst the worst deception that exists is self-deception, and start realizing there are some red flags from the get-go. If we don't discern these red flags and acknowledge them and accept them for what it is and stop trying to find ways to justify it, then yeah, we're going to find ourselves in situations that we don't want to be in. Friend zone being one, wasting money, wasting time, investing your emotion into something that's not going to go anywhere. Like, I mean, come on, man. We're adults.
I mean, at I can't agree with you more. But also, I do want to point something out. I do feel like we need to be aware of, you know what I'm saying, other people's situations and feelings. You
Yeah,
know, we have to take account for people's trauma, people's, you know, past relationships.
absolutely.
Some people need healing. You know, some people just we sometimes that friend zone is needed.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk like, oh, friend zone is just a friend.
Live streaming is on.
All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
we
ahead, Ken.
back. Oh, we back, baby. But
We
like I'm
back, baby.
saying, like some people need healing. And
Absolutely.
some people, when they say when some people put people in the friend zone, is not necessarily because they don't see you in that aspect. It could
Yeah,
be they don't see themselves in that aspect right now. I
that's
had
true.
to I had to learn that with, you know what I'm saying, with myself and with, you know what I'm saying, dating, because like everybody heals different. Everybody grieves different. Everybody goes through things different. Everybody has different, you know what I'm saying, stories to tell about their past relationships. And, you know, sometimes being put in the friend zone, it actually helps. You know, some of those people, some of those women, some of those men that you put in the friend zone, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, turned out to be very genuine friends,
Right.
very good people, very loving and honorable people, to where, you know, even if it's not for you, you'll pass them along to somebody else. You know, you'll introduce them to somebody that fits their criteria.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, but that the friend zone is so sensitive. It's such a sensitive subject for people who live in there. Me personally, me personally, I don't. I believe everybody's put in the friend zone in the beginning of a relationship. I think it's the healthiest thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Friends, you know what I'm saying, come in all forms, shapes, and sizes and colors and stuff like that. You don't know what friend zone may mean.
Right.
Yeah, you might still get lucky in the friend zone. It happens.
Absolutely.
We are adults. Jesus Christ, like she said. So we're grown, and I just feel like appreciate the friend zone, but please, like, people need to be more transparent about it. Like, be honest. Be honest with yourselves. Be honest with these people. You know what I'm saying? Some people have like really big hearts, and they're like very fragile. So like
Hmm.
you playing with them, saying that, you know, oh, you know what I'm saying, I like you and I want to pursue this, and then you putting them in the friend zone all of a sudden, and then not giving them an explanation about it. Like, if there's a reason behind putting somebody in a friend zone after you were pursuing them, please let them know. Clarity is a lot.
Do
Clarity, you
you
know what I'm
really
saying?
need to be told, or I mean, shouldn't actions speak
Yes.
louder?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No. We know by actions when you're putting us in a friend zone.
Right. So how much more of a
But I feel like,
conversation do you need? It's an awkward conversation.
but it's
Like, do
I
you
don't.
awkward.
really
It's
want
I'd
to
awkward.
rather you.
have this
I'd
It's
every
rather you
single
awkward
have it.
for
time?
y'all. It's awkward for y'all because y'all feel like y'all don't want to hurt our feelings. But what you don't understand, men don't have thick feelings. Our feelings are like they we understand. We're men. Some men do understand. Honesty is key. Like, get it over with already. That's how we are. Spare me. Tell me
I
now. Don't
Yeah.
drag it along and break my heart even more, making me believe something. Because when a man starts to believe and starts to plan and starts to try to put shit together, he becomes a dangerous man. Because I could be spending my time not thinking about none of this shit. But now I'm planning a future with you, and you know, you wait until this long to tell me that, you know what I'm saying, you just want to be in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be another man, sometimes it might be themselves, sometimes it might be something I did. We might take that and learn from it. We might take that and that might put us in dog mode. Like but we deserve, just like y'all deserve the opportunity to have options and be able to have a choice on whether you
Yeah.
want to deal with something or not. We do too.
So when a girl who clearly knows you're supposed to be in the friend zone and is afraid to inform you that you're in the friend zone and still portray the actions of you being in a friend zone, it's because she doesn't want to lose you as an option.
Or a friend.
So then, just in case, all things fail, you are still there.
No, that's not.
Looking like
I
Naruto.
understand that, but that's where I say
No,
we need to be
but
an option.
that's the very honest truth. If a girl, first of all, there's people that you can clearly say, okay, this is friend zone. Like I'm not even about to play with you, none of that. But if you're like you meet some of the criteria, you may not meet all the criteria she's searching for, but you meet a few criteria that make you acceptable. And so for her, the action still speaks loudly, but she clearly haven't said out loud that you are friend zone. And then when you tell her like, why are you friend zoning? She's like, how am I friend zoning you? Like, you're so silly, like blah blah blah. But it's because she don't
Ooh.
want to lose that option. Like there's a possibility, like she might get old and there's no great options left for her. And so you're there and she don't want to ruin it early. And then boom, now she's stuck.
Well, hold on.
B.
To piggyback off what B just said, two other reasons I can think of is one, what if she do like pull you aside and say, "Hey, this is where we're at. This is how I feel. I don't think we should move forward. You're in the friend zone." And then here you are, "No, baby, let's work it out. What can I do to change it? Please, no." Then that makes the situation awkward. And then there's
Yeah.
another reason where sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Some of them go crazy.
B.
You put them in a friend zone, next thing you know, you're dead.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
unalive.
and there's another reason where, maybe she do like you. Maybe she did see potential in you, but for whatever reason, maybe what you're looking for is not something that she feels she can commit to at the moment. And she don't want to hurt your feelings because, again, she genuinely cares for you. So it's best to just kind of move in silence and just pray to God and finger crossed that you kind of read between the lines so we don't have to have this awkward conversation. But if it's really necessary, then yeah, we'll have it. I mean, it is what it is. And
I feel like
what they say in a game of love, I mean, there's no winners, everybody loses. So it is what it is.
I feel like
Wow.
I feel like at a certain point of a relationship,
Right.
if a man is being friend zoned, an explanation is like needed. But if you
Guys
friend
friend zone girls all the time too.
I was
Like,
just
y'all
about to say
stop
that.
pretending like, oh, it's always girls who
First of
friend
all,
zone.
no,
guys are the worst when it comes to
Men,
being
Man,
honest to
they
women.
would
You guys know.
shamelessly
Yeah, but
embarrass you into the friend zone.
Hold on, but
Shamelessly. Girls, we think about your feelings. We think about, how it will make you feel. When we send you to the friend zone, guys,
You just stop answering the phone.
exactly.
the shadow
They
realm.
throw you in the friend zone and they have the audacity to pick you back up from the friend zone 10 years later. Like, wait, what?
Hey, at least we pick you back up.
Yeah, it's okay when men do it, but when women do it, oh, you guys are
It's a
just the
problem.
I never
worst.
said that.
Exactly.
I
It's a
never
When
said
they
problem.
do
that.
it's a problem when I do it.
I
Oh
never
yeah,
said
women
that.
play the game a lot.
I never said that.
I have never done that either.
I've never said that. I've never done that.
And
I said men do friend zone women. I didn't say they didn't.
100%. I mean, you guys started.
Yeah,
You guys
but
are the
it
one that
takes
started this. We didn't
What?
start
but
this.
it,
You
it
guys
takes
did.
Actually,
it
That's
first of
takes a
all,
true.
lot.
first of
No, no, no,
all,
no. You
That
first
is
of
got
all,
fact.
we've never friend zoned anybody. We've never put
you got
y'all.
to do something
We've
really, really,
never
really out there for us to friend
put
zone
y'all
you.
in a box to where y'all were only like scratching the surface.
No. The difference between a man and a woman friend zoning each other, a woman will friend zone you at the gate, but a man will sleep with you, then friend zone you. That's the only difference. You guys do
That's
it
not a
after
friend
you
zone.
get
That's
what
the
you
whole
want. Then you decide, oh, I don't think I want her anymore. I'm just gonna put her in a friend zone. But women, yeah, we'll let you know at the gate you're in the friend zone. But you guys wait till you get what you want. You done, had your little fun. You don't wasted the woman's time. Then it's like, yeah, I don't think you're what I'm looking for, or I'm not ready for
Actually, I
anything.
mean,
So go into the friend
can I be
zone.
Where I could hear you crackling over there.
who me?
Right? I
It's
could hear you crack
true.
because you
Guys
know it's true.
sleep with the women and then friend zone her. The
Mhm.
audacity.
Okay, and women make a man.
Women what?
Women make a man spend his money and then friend zone.
So you're trying to equate money to my
Yes.
soul?
Yes.
No, what? Hold up, time out.
Yeah.
Hold on. No.
Time out. Oh
I
God! See,
said
I am
you
walking
trying
down.
to
I'm
equate
walking down this
a
rabbit hole,
woman
Ray.
inviting
Ray.
a man into her
My
soul
time,
to
my
money?
time is my wealth. My
No,
time is my.
no. Okay.
Disrespect.
No, it's not. It's not disrespect. Hear me out. What is the one thing a woman hates that a man like is is like it's her physical attributes. Like that's the one thing like men are completely attracted to. They're willing to throw money at it because it looks good. It's what they're willing to like. And then the one thing and the one thing that turns a woman on is security. Whether if it's physical, financial, spiritual, they want to feel secure. A man is based off of she look good, she smell good, she treats me right. A woman is based off of he takes care of everything. I can count on him for everything. He leads. He's strong minded. It's but there are evil parts of it. There are bad parts about it. We have to recognize it. Men will throw all their money at a woman who will shake her ass. And women will throw their ass at a man who has a lot of money.
Yeah, but they're both parties know exactly what they're looking for. A man looking for a woman who's gonna shake her ass, and the woman's looking for that man that's gonna throw them coins.
So we just looking for the worst of the worst.
Exactly. Two broken, horrible people looking for each other, and they don't find each other.
I feel like most
But
relationships come from either a person who's never been in like the best relationships come from somebody who's like never steered in that direction, or somebody who's got out of that. Like people who went through that shit and went through the heartbreak and went through the, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this person and this person and, you know what I'm saying, not knowing what they want to do, and then they finally find somebody. Like those are the ones like it's more valued for some reason. Like you actually give a fuck. Like a man who's like a man heartbroken is like, but when he finally like repairs, comes back to his senses, like his approach is so much different.
that's understandable.
It's just it takes some people it takes to go through this shit. It takes for somebody to not ever like some people go years without finding a person that really like matches what they give out. And they just you know what I'm saying? Some men don't want to put a woman in the friend zone, but he has to. Same thing as women.
especially if she crazy.
Yeah, like, look, I'm like, and especially if a woman is like, there are some women who like to press the issue when a man is just trying to ease his way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to jump into this because, like, I've been in a relationship, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is weird. I like you, you know. I mean, you know, a man, he only does what he can to get in between a woman's legs, but y'all still have the power to like open and close. So it really is really based off of what that woman really wants.
All right. Let's get.
Who's the next person? Who's the next born a dog?
Oh, it's 3.
Man, this is whack.
Yeah,
Tell me about it, bro. Man, I don't know about
whack.
Right. I'm tired of having female problems, man. I feel like the opposite of Jay-Z. I feel like I got 99 problems and they all women.
Bitches.
What you just call them, bro?
The lyrics say, never mind, but yo, he's right. Man, this
Pause.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So you're telling me, hold on. Mr. Soft, you know, too nice is a Greek. Because you can see his tat on his arm or his branding on his arm, whatever they call it that they do.
His branding.
So, first of all, how he playing a character? Like, he probably should have been wearing long sleeve t-shirt the whole round. Because we know this is Cap. He was already a dog in college.
So I'm gonna be real with you. You won't see him past like episode 2. They like literally, it's gonna be another dude, and you'd be like, "What the fuck happened to him?" And it's some like he got a head like a fucking mallet, but he's gonna be the nice guy. So
because it just don't make sense. Like once you start this, you see all his tattoos. Like, yeah, you can't play that character. The one in Punch in the Eye, he definitely played his role perfectly well. And the broke dude, he seems like it. So,
damn.
Yeah, but they not.
That's because we too damn nice.
What you talking about, man?
So you know how they say good guys always finish last, right?
Yeah.
So we need to start being the type of men women really want.
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you. Dogs.
What is that?
It's a flyer, man. I found it right after Sam dumped me.
Learn how to be the type of man women can't resist. See that? Should we go? Why not? What we got to lose?
Plus, you know what they say about dogs anyway, right?
The man's best friend?
Nah, their penis is swell up when they get it, ain't. No, man. They all go to heaven.
Breath of fresh air from a fairly fresh place. Fresh jeans, fresh kicks, and a fresh face. Old school to these freshmen, and it tastes fresh squeezed to these morning streets. I be OJ. On BART, listening to MP3s of these other MCs, trying to figure how I'm different than, better than, flipping than.
Hey, you dog master? Yes. Well, I'm Cameron. This is Mario, and that's Julian. Ooh. Germs. Call me Hamlin. Hamlin? You got a last name? You ever heard of Prince, Maxwell, Genuine? Well, I'm Hamlin. See, a dog never has a last name. Think about it.
Well, Hamlin, we heard you could turn regular good guys like us into Lotharios. Well, dogs, as women call them.
I could turn a poodle into a pit bull. Try.
Where the fuck the hat come from? I'm sorry.
That's some Tubi stuff. Like I didn't even realize the hat came into play until you pointed it out.
I just noticed that. I was like, hold on, you just came in without a hat. Where the fuck the hat come from? And I don't even think that's the same shirt he was wearing. You know what? Let me just finish this.
Oh my God, what happened to you? Oh, I got into a fight. Probably from the guy that banged your girl and probably in your house too, huh? That's sad. Fellas, grab a seat. Yeah.
Hold up. Are y'all sure y'all want to do this?
Oh, and you must be the broke one. See, the broke one always have second thoughts. It's in their nature. Trust me. Fellas, have a seat. Gentlemen, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about being a dog. When I'm done, you'll have any woman you want eating out of the palm of your hand. Any questions? Concerns? None. Good. Class is in session.
All right, that's episode 1. What y'all think?
They a bunch of dummies. All three of them. The fact that they went to a basketball court thinking they about to get some advice on how to be a dog from a guy who looks like he been getting played 20 or 50 times over in every direction of being played by females for a living. Baffles me.
So you don't think he can teach them how to become dogs? That's what you say?
No, them guys don't need to learn. There's no teaching on how to become a dog. It's just how being submissive is naturally embedded in females' DNA.
Right.
Being a dog is embedded in men's DNA. The only difference is certain men tend to open the genetic trait so it can be shown freely. Where some guys they don't like that characteristic trait to be shown freely. Like it's in them, but some of them can cover it really well.
I think there are men who are naturally a dog because that's what they grew up learning and seeing as they were a child. So those are the ones that are like, you can say it was embedded in them since they were a baby. And then there's the ones that go through experiences and learn some things, and eventually they grow. I mean, their heart turn cold and they become those type of men. And then there's the ones that they tried so hard to be that type, but it's not in them. You can't want to be a dog at the age of 40 or 50. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Like, if you weren't doing it when you had the time, the money, it doesn't happen like that. So, no, those are the guys that's going to go out there and try to pretend to be a dog, and they're going to get played.
That's just not at 40 and 50. No one should want to be a dog. You should want to be a dog, a hoe, a prostitute at the age of 40 and 50. At this point, you should be wanting to sit your ass home.
At that age, you want to be a father, you want to be a husband, you want to be a man of God, and you want to prepare to go see God. I'm not talking about living in this world, this perishing world.
They over there getting training like they back in college on the etiquettes of being a dog. That's why they're getting dog now. Because there is no reason for them to be out over there. They continue with what they're doing. Eventually, the right person will come for them. Homeboy should have went and got with the one who was too nice. Clearly, Mr. Thug didn't want his too nice girlfriend, so he should have went and tried to scoop her up. So they probably would have blended well. But he didn't think like that. He just wanted to be in this picnic getting played. Which I don't even understand how you hosting a picnic in front of kid parks. That was the first thing that baffled me. I was like, why is they at a kid's playground? hosting a
That's
picnic.
pretty.
But it's just so
Probably the only
weird
place you can
that
have a picnic at. I don't.
out of everything you could be from that experience, you want to be a dog. Those are the classes you want to take to be like that's the training you want to take. Like you don't think about looking into yourself to see what the problem is. Why am I attracting these type of women? Why am I being rejected? Like you don't think you should go see a therapy. You rather go sign up to be a dog. See, the mental is not even in order. So that
Yeah.
already tells me this person. I see why they're being treated the way they're being treated because they don't think anything more of themselves.
It would have been better if he should have went for a different class. How to be a billionaire, how to be a millionaire. Like, you get dogged by elevate, get better. So, when she comes crawling back, you at your top tier. But instead he trying to figure out how to become a dog, which is slum level. I was like, how you go from wanting to be a good guy, elevating to now wanting to be at the very bottom of the slum dog millionaire land? Because only humans that live in Slumville are dogs.
Damn.
Dogs and thugs, and they about the same. So, like, why would you want to be over there? Because eventually, dogs get in trouble. They can't sleep in the room. They have to be outside. They can't stay home. Their wife is exhausted with them. She pissed at them today again.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to jump into the second episode. Maybe you can get something in there. And this was called Right versus Wrong. Maybe you'll get some answers in this one.
Previously on How Men Become Dogs.
Cameron!
Honestly, I don't know what went wrong with Sam and I. I mean, I treat every woman how I treat my mother. That's just the way I was raised. But I called being respectful. She called being and then when I did certain things like try to show her affection, she said I was invading her personal space. She called me all sorts of names. Said I was soft as cotton candy. She called me sensitive. She called me weak. Me? Weak? Oh, okay. Maybe I did cry that one time I saw Toy Story 3. Okay, great movie. If you haven't seen it, go. Never mind. That's nevertheless. Honestly, Sam can appreciate me because she is a heartless Build-A-Bear. There, I said it. Whew. I'm a gentleman. I don't say that other word though. Ever.
Deep breath in.
What do y'all think? First of all, would you want any man to treat you like their mother?
Any man that says a statement like that is just another way of saying I'm a mama's boy, and that comes with a whole lot of problems within itself.
Oh,
so I mean, I don't want you to treat me like your mother.
That's weird.
I want you to have respect for women, but to treat me like your mother, I'm not your mother. I'm your wife, or I'm your girlfriend. I'm your woman. I'm your partner. I'm your spouse. So I would hope, there's a different treatment that comes along with those titles versus treating me like your mother, because again, I just think that means you're just a mother's boy, and a mother's boy mean they're codependent. They don't know. I mean, it's just so many bad little traits.
That's just, first of all, ain't nothing cute, sexy, or thinkable about when someone says, "Oh, I can treat you like my mother." Well, I treat you like my mother. What? That's weird. This is not son and mom type of relationship. That's just weird.
I've heard guys says, I have a mother, I have aunties and sisters, so I know what it is to treat and respect women. So if you're saying it from that perspective, then yes, absolutely. But
I want to get treated better than your mother.
Exactly. That too.
I want to be treated at the top of your list. The only person above me is God. That's how I want to be treated.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be treated like your mother because I don't expect you to be sleeping with your mother. I don't expect you to be kissing on your mother. And
yeah, and I'm sorry,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
the mother. I'm not doing. That's just weird. That's nasty. It's given incest. It's given very much.
Not
Go sleep with your
incest.
mother.
That's a bit of a reach.
Dude, because I'm telling you, Mama Boys is a whole nother story. Man, Mama Boys is definitely detrimental to health.
I take it y'all dated y'all a few mama's boys and it wasn't pleasant.
Mama's Boys should not exist after 18 years old. Once you've hit 18, you better unbuckle from your mother as a son. You can, love your mother, respect your mother, but that's it. Unbuckled.
Unbuckle. I like that. All right, let's get back to the video.
And release it slowly.
I can't do this.
Come on, Sam. Focus on what you can do. Relax your mind. Center your thoughts. Your energy is pure.
My energy is hungry.
I'm nervous. What about ants? Focus. We are one with nature.
That's what I'm worried about.
Quiet. Eyes closed. Yoga teaches us discipline.
I get it. I just don't get it. Can we try something else? Like maybe some kickboxing or something. Now that's more my speed.
Yoga teaches nonviolence. It's what you need.
I don't need this. Hell, I'm already nonviolent. The charges were dropped. My record was expunged. I was just defending myself.
Listen, it's none of my business, but this is obviously something you need, or your supervisor would not have recommended you see me twice a week for your attitude problem.
I don't have an attitude problem. Why do everybody keep saying that?
Because you do. Duh. 90% of our relationship problems came from Sam's attitude. She made the basketball wives seem like the women's ministry.
My boss is an idiot, and so is my ex-boyfriend. Julian is weak and pathetic. I don't need weak, sensitive, spineless men around. Hell, make me feel like I'm weak and powerless and defeats the purpose of having a man in the first place.
True power is wielded quietly.
Oh, did you just tell me to shut the fuck up?
No, it's not what I meant.
Because you don't know me like that. I will shut it down up in here. If you don't believe me, ask Julian. Wait. You can't ask Julian because his ass got the boot and his ghost. You know, breaking news. This here anger management is some BS. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it moving. If you can't help me, somebody else will. Deuces and middle.
You forgot your shoes. Oh, okay.
She's just crazy. That's
Hold on, before we even speak on this part here, let me ask you, how do you feel, Ray, about the guy saying that that I'm gonna treat you like my mother, which is not a bad thing. But how do you feel about that statement when men, I mean, I guess this is coming from a man's perspective. Like, what is the thought process in your mind? Well, first of all, have you ever told a woman that?
No, but yeah, it sounds. I feel I'm gonna just blame it on the bad writing, but I know a lot of women say that they judge their kid, the man, about how they treat their mother.
His mother, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that was going with that, so I'm just going to assume that's where he was going.
Right.
With that. So I know a lot of dudes, they don't have great relationships with their mother, and a lot of their attitudes come from their mother and also relationship, which really fucks them up in the relationship because they can't. Because because you know what they say, your mother's like your first boyfriend,
your first love, yeah,
your first love. So if you don't get the love from your mother, and it shows in a relationship and how most people can't trust women. Now, on the other end, if you get too much love from your mother, you're a lot of those dudes expect the same thing from their women, in which I feel like y'all have to explain to the dude, I am not your damn mother.
Right.
So
that's a good point for sure.
So the way I see it is, I understood what he was trying to say,
Yeah.
but obviously you could like I think he said it. He a mama's boy, and mama's boy is just like I feel like they look to be babied or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's why he's the Mr. Nice Guy too.
So I don't say that to women, but I do realize. And this is me. I have four sisters. I have four sisters and a mother. So
Right.
I'm lucky enough to know that different women, like all my sisters are different. So
Right.
I got a first glance of okay, I can't talk to her like I talk to her. I can't talk to her like I talk to her. So you should come at it, with just to see how she is, and then like just go from there.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point you made because I didn't even think about it like that. And it's so funny because I don't even hear guys say those things anymore. Like I'm looking for a woman to treat them like my mother. Like guys don't say things like that anymore. Like what happened?
Because the mothers is not treating them kids.
I was about to say it probably having bad, probably having bad. Bad.
Most of the kids, most of the parents now are about, let's say, 15, 16 years older than their child.
Yeah.
The son is king.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like, y'all, if y'all ever dated the mother's boy, y'all probably met the mother, and the mother is just like, what is this woman doing? What is this woman doing with my baby and all that other stuff? And then like she feels like she has to compete with her son, and that's also creepy. I be feeling sorry for y'all women when it's like
No, a mama's boy is by far the worst. Like run the opposite direction. Like that's a battle you don't even want to fight. First of all, I'm not even going to compete with your mother. Like that's
weird.
For what? That's weird.
It's giving incest.
I'm not competing with no family member at all.
It's funny you say that because
I don't even talk to your family members enough to compete with them, let alone think we on the same playing field. No, that's not. It's not it.
It's funny you say that because people, there's a term for that. It's called son husband. It's like
oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, because sometimes like this is why like people say you need fathers in your life because like the father's not going to baby the kid. It's okay to be nurtured, but not baby.
Right.
So it's like at some point of your time you got to go with your father so he can teach you the toughness and not be coddled. So this is why like a lot of people are for 2-parent households. Now I know like not every 2-parent household is like fucking Family Matters and shit, but but like sometimes it does help.
It's still needed.
Yeah, it's still needed.
No, 100%.
It may not be your original 2-parent household, but a good 2-parent household is still needed.
Yes. Okay, let's get back to the video.
For better or worse, richer or poorer. I mean, I know those are marriage vows, but shouldn't they mean something in a relationship too? I gave Megan everything I had and I ain't have much. And look where that got me. Sitting here venting to y'all. So whoever said love don't cost a thing was lying to you.
Well, ooh, I didn't even recognize you. I'm loving this new hair.
New do, new me. Sometimes you just have to treat yourself, right?
Say it, girlfriend. And I know that Mario can appreciate it.
Oh no, Mario got kicked to the curb.
Say what?
He's yesterday's news, boo-boo.
Time out, B. What's the tea?
The tea is that I got tired of taking care of a grown-ass man. Okay, I'm the woman. I'm the one who should be taken care of.
And you were going to be taken care of if you would have just been patient. Whatever happened to the days where a woman stuck close to her man when things got rough?
I want a man who can afford to dine at more than McDonald's. Okay? I want prime rib and Cabernet. I want ski trips to a Swiss chalet.
And she always said it was the sparkling that had it.
She's just making up words now.
See what this Negro did. Okay? We were supposed to go out for Italian. You know he had the nerve to heat me up some Italian microwave dinners.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did. The only time he took me out was for
Nosy assholes.
Girl, don't sweat it. Them fine ones is always flawed. Tell you what, if I can't get Shamar Moore to put a ring on this finger by the time I'm 30, we might need to hook up.
You got a 401k?
Collecting interest every day.
Sounds like a plan. Although you might have to change your style up a little bit. I don't know if I can date a man whose pants are tighter than mine.
Picky, aren't we?
Obviously not picky enough.
Well, girl, you know I'd love to sit and dish all day, but the rent must get paid.
Well, maybe if they fire you, they could hire Mario. He needs the money.
Ooh, girl, you ain't right.
I know, but neither is being broke.
Girl, you ain't gonna worry me. Mwah, mwah. Love you, girl.
Bye, honey.
Did that boy dirty. But
First of all, was that supposed to be like a 5-star restaurant with the lady in the back with the scarf wrapped around?
Yes. Yes.
Eating outside, giving the French two cheek kiss.
Mm-hmm.
They must have been in Marseille. Once. They definitely was not sitting in New York.
That must have been the Italian restaurant she was hoping he would bring her to.
Yeah. Shout out to Marseille, France, and smash sandwiches. I agree.
Oh, that is so funny.
And I'm like, is that supposed to be portraying like that gay guy who works at the bar and like always like, you know, like your gay best friend that you don't really know that much, but he knows everything about you?
Yep.
See, this topic right there is really a tough one. And it's a thin line between dating a man that's not yet where he needs to be or want to be, and then trying to be that support system for him, yet you still got your life that you have to live.
It's not that thin.
It is. And then it's like also, it's that investment, that time you're putting in. Is it worth it? Like it's just that thin line between. It's like you don't want to leave a man when he's down, but you also don't want to wait on a man to figure things out, and life is just passing you by. So it's a thin line between that.
There's not that thin. There's a 6 month window. You have 6 months to make it work.
Okay,
Them
so
trying extremely hard. She gave him 2 years.
2 years? That's what she said?
Yeah, she gave him 2 years to make it
he
work.
listens.
And he still ain't made it work.
I think she said 5 or 6 months.
Yeah. All he needs is 5 or first of all, if you can't figure it out in 5 or 6 months, push yourself extremely hard. You wake up in the morning grinding. You go to sleep at night thinking about grinding. You wake up in the morning to continue to grind. You go to sleep at night thinking about how you're gonna fix what problems you had. If you can't figure that out within 6 months, you need to go find you a job, and then on your off time, figure out how to grind this hope and possibility of yours. But I refuse to allow a man to not do absolutely nothing for more than 6 months.
No, that I agree 100%. I mean, yeah, you have dreams and a goal you want to achieve, but I mean, what are you doing in the meantime?
That's the same thing if I was to just be in this relationship with him. She's been this way for 2 years with him. Not married, no nothing. There's no, nothing holding them hostage. So his life, let's say in the 2 years time span, something great happened for him. And then he go and meet himself a Becky somewhere. And she's reaping all his great benefits. Ma'am.
It goes back to that movie, the Tyler Perry film, as well as that Insecure show.
Whatever.
Acronym. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. What is broke to y'all?
I'm confused. What do you mean broke? Like in the sense of finances, or broke in the sense of like?
I think he means in all aspects.
Because I understand. Okay, I understand that women don't want to date a broke guy. I do understand that. So, but because I've seen a bunch of channels where people ask, what is your ideal man making? They say a bunch of numbers, 6 figures, and all that other stuff. So, but you never hear, okay, what is broke to you and what is settling to these women financially wise. So, what is that
To
in
me,
your definition?
broke is a thin line between homeless and one paycheck away from being homeless. So, so what that means
Okay.
is if you're in a position where you can't genuinely take care of yourself, and I mean the bills are piling up,
That's
and
true.
one paycheck off will literally get you kicked out your house. Your car payments and everything is, backed up, and insurance and all this other stuff. Technically, you are broke. You
Mhm.
know, broke doesn't necessarily mean if you're out there living underneath a freaking highway. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, the average American person is broke. That's just the reality of it. If your bank account is negative and you can't eat until you get paid again, sweetheart, we're broke. You're broke. They're broke. To me, that's just the definition of broke.
Mhm. For me,
And it's a
the
sad
devil,
reality, but it is what it is.
there's that portion of broke, and also if you have zero hope, when I say your will to get better, do better, live better does not exist anymore, you're broke. I cannot mentally,
That's a good
physically,
one.
and
I like that
emotionally
one.
do
Looking
nothing
deeper
with
into
you.
it. I love it.
Like I understand, living paycheck to paycheck, because that's just natural life
That's
for
the
the black,
American the American
not
life.
just the black person, but for like the human being in this world, in any country, continent, state. There's a whatever country you want to see it at, there's somebody who's living paycheck to paycheck. But if you have zero hope still to do better, let's say either go to school, get educated, or create a business plan, or go work. If you don't have the hope and dream to continue to work or evolve into something, you're broke. I can't do nothing with you because at this point in time, you've lost hope. And a person who's lost hope will never want to do anything more. So I can't be pushing someone who has no hope to continue to move. It don't matter how much I drag you along with me, you will only continue to weigh me down because you don't have the hope. You don't have the will to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
So for me, that person is broken. I refuse to even entertain that type of person. I don't care how gorgeous your eyeballs are, your lip, your bottom teeth rows. I don't care how great of a human being you are emotionally to me. But if you just don't have no will for yourself to want to have better for yourself and your future kids or family, I can't. There's just nothing there. That person just going along with the days, hoping to die tomorrow so they can, end the sorrow they're in.
Yeah. I gave
I
you
gave you
the physical definition of what I think broke is. B gave you the mental and spiritual aspect of broke. What is your
Mhm.
definition of broke, Ray?
It's a bit of um a little bit of both, y'all, because I know sometimes they say broke is in a mental state, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously the average American makes around 40-50K.
Right.
So, but if anything, like you said, most people, you gotta want it and you have a little ambition, and you just feel like this is all you're going to do, then you are broken mentally. Then
Mhm.
you're not really good for most people in this world. But I think if for like some of the bigger metroplexes like the New Yorks, your LAs,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you need like 6 figures to even live there and all that
Right.
stuff. But
To live there comfortably.
to live there comfortably, even
Mhm.
in DC, like you gotta have like a real good government job to live here comfortably.
Mhm.
But I know there are other places that you don't have to have a 6 figure income to live comfortably. And I know there
Right.
are places in Florida like that. Um, financially wise, I guess broke would be under the average. The
Right.
average if you're making below the average income. So, but
Okay.
mentally what B said, because I feel like you're especially in this competitive era, and especially since women are working now and women are making as much or even more than some of their male counterparts. You kind of like gotta like put the work in. So
Because women are willing to compete. They're willing to go into these roles, even if they don't know shit about it and can't do it right. They still be ready to go fight into it. Where guys, they've become so accustomed, like they feel like they got it already, and so they lack the competition anymore. Like at this point, they don't have to. But there's guys now that's just like, wait, something's got to give. Now they're competing back again. They're waking up. They want better. They don't want to be, their woman to be the only breadwinner. There's a lot of guys who's now evolving into the spirit that they've always should have been in.
I would say that's right. I think also the way the economy is now, because like back then, obviously, like a man could work a factory job and like hold down a whole family on his factory job, and
That's
if he
true.
wanted to, he could get a second job just for a little extra. So now, like I said, in this era, you need a two-person income. So like how people like they want a traditional home, and it's just like it's unless you make, like I said, six figures, or you're comfortable enough to work and your wife doesn't have to, that's going to be hard to do in this time of era. So, but I also feel like in this type of era, it's like a partnership more or less than just a relationship.
But that is so
go
true,
ahead.
because when you really look back on how many factories we had here in America alone that people were working at, and the fact is you didn't need two. Now we definitely, because the way this housing market is, the way these jobs is paying bare minimum, like if the median to survive in America is between the ranges of 40 to 60K, why is there still businesses paying people 20K?
Right.
Like what backyard alley do you need me to be putting a tent at with 20K? Are you giving me a room at the job? Because 20K doesn't even secure an apartment, let alone a hotel.
Right.
Even if you get the cheapest hotel, a night, 20K annually would not even secure that.
Right, because everything's going up except for job, which is why like a lot of people was mad about like minimum wage and shit, and then that's why people having like 2 or 3 jobs and
Which
all
is
of
to
those
me
things.
so crazy when someone has to carry 2 or 3. The thought of somebody carrying 3 jobs, at what point in time do you sleep, breathe? And do they want us to sit at the hospital for the rest of our aging life? So even the thought process, because back in the days, Black men was doing that, which is crazy to me. Because now that the females are in a working class, and the thought process concept of white men only carried 1 job, but a Black man was carrying 3 jobs just to take care of his family, blows my mind, because 1 job is exhausting. So 3 just for pennies? Oh,
Exactly, and it's just like 3. And I know some people that's done it. It's just like they work like 3 low paying jobs, and um, most people like even then like they women still work. So that's even harder on a relationship, because it's just like when do you see your spouse, and how often do y'all even like be together if everybody's working? So
And
it's
don't let them add a kid to the mix. Ah,
exactly.
poor child.
So so it's a hard thing to balance, but it's just like I feel like this generation we're trying to find a way to balance, but we also telling people, yo, we shouldn't be living like this either, especially. And
I
then you
know.
get it from like
It's so
old heads. It's just like we did it as well. But it's like, but when you did it, everything was affordable. It's like
That's so
I was watching Home Alone, and like Macaulay Culkin had like a whole cart full of stuff, and the whole thing round up to like $20, and I was like, wow, that's lovely.
The good old days.
That was like the good old day, and that was just in the '90s. I remember my mom. She used to give like Big Macs, and they was all $1.99, and then like you could just eat off of that and all that stuff. But it's
well.
like
I
now,
remember
a whole Big
McChicken
Mac
was
meal costs
$1.
$10. What'd you say?
At one point, McChickens was $1. They started off as $1. Now they
Oh
solid
yeah,
$2 meal. Like, so the price range is not adding up. McDonald's, I don't understand why a Big Mac, which is beyond disgusting, is a $10 sandwich or a $5 sandwich and a $10 combo. It's like these, and then they have the audacity to say, "Get the app, get our app, so you can get a discount." First of all, why do everybody need an app? So this where I
Oh, because
understand the new generation of kids. I understand they they can't understand how we was living the way we was living. Every adult before our time, I can't even understand how they was living the way they was living. How was they surviving? Even though the time was different, rent wasn't as much as it is now, 5-10 years ago. I understand that. But it's still a concept. Like, how in the world was y'all like living on bare minimum wage back then? Like, it's just like now we can't even fathom to get to have a $20,000 annual salary. What? Or
right,
$40,000 annual salary. What? Like, and they was
Especially
doing so
thinking,
much for just that. And I'm just like, yo, y'all bugging.
right,
Y'all
right.
messing it up for us because now we're fighting these companies to give us minimum wage, which is like $60K.
yeah. I saw
Yeah, I
something
know
like
some
that
people they get.
online where they were saying the $8 and $9 minimum wage is now the $19 and $20 per hour.
And it is. First of all, even $20 an hour shouldn't be considered minimum wage. That's still poverty. Like, there's a lot of people who's barely surviving on $20 an hour. So that's not even minimum wage anymore. Like, and I remember when I used to see like how McDonald workers want to think we're gonna pay them like $20 an hour. They got the nerve and audacity. But McDonald's is expensive. So where's all this extra money? Because back in the days, these same workers getting paid the same amount they've been getting paid since the beginning, but the prices keep going up. So where the extra money going at? Who's getting them?
Oh, they being greedy. It's going to the corporations being greedy.
Exactly. So yeah, they deserve to get increased for standing on their feet and doing orders in McDonald's line. They never slow. So I feel like minimum wage at this point in time, where this housing market is and where the grocery store market is definitely giving $30 an hour.
100% agree.
All right, now let's get back into the video.
Love hurt. I had a blackout to prove it. I mean, can you imagine what it's like to get your ass whooped by the same man that's having sex with your woman in your house, in your bed?
Still should
Nah,
be nigga.
because that type of thing ain't supposed to happen to men. But you know what? It happened to me. And I know I ain't the only one. Karma. Is that what you think it is? What did I do so wrong?
Love Jones. best movie ever.
Why can't life really be like that? I could really get a man to cuddle me after sex.
Girl, I already told you. You mean the club don't cuddle?
Well, damn, I'm sorry, but I got to get mine. Hey.
So you get yours, and he's got to get his. You really want?
Wait, I always get what I want. Okay, look, what one man won't do, another one will. Happily.
Boom.
Boom.
So what's up with Kim? I haven't seen him around lately. Don't tell me he got the axe.
Girl, tell me what happened. I need details.
Well,
tell me everything.
really, since you guys must know, Cameron got me cheating on him.
And when you say caught, you mean like legs in the air, face down, ass up?
Jessica!
Girl.
I thought you two were monogamous.
That's funny because so did I.
It just kind of happened. So you just kind of gave him the address to your house?
No, we got kind of his house.
Excuse me?
Yo, that's gangster. How many more popcorn?
Oh, I can't believe you. He could have killed you both.
Killed me. Cameron can't fight, girl.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah.
So you slept with old boy at Kim's house, and you got
Damn. When you put it like that.
and Cam was a good guy.
I'm a good guy. What are you, Team Cam? I mean, look, I'm not the bad guy. All I did was do what I had to do for me. I mean, it's not like we were in love or anything like that. All I did was buy
Sneaky.
friends like I was like a sports car or something. Girl. And I'm not a Louis bag. I can't be bought.
Girl, you don't have to explain. I'll take good sex over money any day. Well,
have you spoken to him since it all happened?
No. He has been calling my phone like crazy, blowing it up, and leaving crazy messages.
You want no good man? You want no good man? I try to be a good man. You want no good man? Look, you better call me back or cut your phone off. Baby, I'm not going to cut your phone off. She ain't going to call me. You want no good man?
Wait. I can explain. No, I can't explain.
Oh.
I think her friend is feeling her man.
If I know Cameron like the back of my hand, like he'll be fine. And I mean, like, if it doesn't work out with me and the other guy, then Cameron will be back. He'll always come back.
No.
Live streaming is on.
So what did y'all? So what did y'all think about that?
So wait a minute. After he got beat up, he still was calling and begging her to take him back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that was gonna happen.
Jesus. That's just to show you the problem is much more deeper than we think.
First of all, a guy or a girl, anybody in that same situation would have just walked away if it was done. The fact that he was trying to fight homeboy for his girl, like he didn't see that they both was a problem. He was not ready to let her go. And so, but she's over here, giving her friends the rundown, not realizing that one of her friends is giving very much, I will snatch your man up.
I said, what makes you say that, D?
And she was like, it was just all the things she said and all the gestures she did. Wait, you cheated on Cameron? I thought y'all were monogamous. He's such a great guy. Oh, I like nice guys. Like it's just given very much like you didn't want him? Well, I've been eyeing him for a while. So let me just go ahead, knock on his door and show him what a loving woman looks like. And she thinks she got all the time in the world because he gonna come running back like he always do or something. I don't know.
Well, it also come back to what we were saying earlier. Like every woman aren't the same. So you never know who's watching, who's listening, who's observing, regardless what the situation is. So I'm not sure what the next few videos gonna look like, but imagine trying to get with this guy and you in training class to be a dog, and then only to turn around, you being the nice girl who think he's the nice guy to go after him and only to get dogged by him to realize I see why my friend did you like that,
Damn, that's so true. Cause he going to training to be a dog, and imagine if she tries to get with him and stuff. Well, he gonna treat her like a dog.
Right, and then
She
she gonna turn into a female dog, and it's just like a
Mhm.
repeating cycle.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. That's-
But no, it's crazy. But the fact
He
that he
was
called her
he was
and begged her to
begging.
take him back, that's another level of delusional craziness.
He must not have had a father in his life, because a dad would have told him, "Well, hang that phone up now. You better get off that phone. Stop crying over there."
You do have a point. It's like even if like your male friend will tell you, "Yo, you better stop crying over," like niggas tell you, what's they'll do straight up. Better not be crying over. You know who? We'll tell you straight up, bro. You better.
Your mom is supposed to be nurturing. She's supposed to it's gonna be okay. Just give her some time. Figure out what y'all figure it out. Blase, blase. You know, give him some encouraging words to continue his toxic behaviors. Because that's what toxic behavior she got in her that she does too. When your dad wild out a little bit, but I'm like, really? Homeboy just gave you a black eye, and she took him to first. What's even more crazy is she took the rando dude to his house, and she has her own spot. That's even more disrespectful. I didn't even know that. I thought they was together, living together.
Oh no, that's the part that was like extra disrespectful. It's just like, and
Yeah.
to answer your question, I still would have shot the dude, but I have a sister. It's like
See,
I probably get. It's like
I can't do prison. I don't care what capacity it is in. I can't do it at all. I probably would have just walked away.
I'd have called trespassing, and then I'd have been.
It takes a lot to walk away, but it's not trespassing if your woman bring this man into your home. It's not.
Mhm. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to walk away because for my safety, I'm gonna have to walk away. Give myself some breathing room to reevaluate my life, to figure out where I went wrong, if I can afford an amazing lawyer, because there's a whole lot of emotions that's brewing inside. And if you sit there waiting on the police to arrive, by the time they arrive, it might not be the scene they was expecting. So it's best to just walk away and give yourself some time to breathe.
Walk away with someone's head. That's what it's just the ultimate. It's just that was just the ultimate disrespect. I just like
No, it is. It is. I know earlier you mentioned you dated the married woman. Like, how did you find out that she was married?
she told me at the she told me she ended up
So the
telling me.
night you met her, she told you.
No, the night I met her, we was chilling at the club, but like I got her number, and then we was talking on the phone. And it's funny because I went to a bowling event with some friends, and like I was like talking to her on the internet, and then like at the end of that day, because I was like, she was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm married," and I like then I was like, so why was you asking me? I think why was you asking me if I was married all the time? So I guess she just didn't want to feel as guilty or some shit like that. But
Right.
yeah. So that whole thing, yeah, that whole thing was like wild as hell. So,
Yeah.
but if you're wondering, no, I wouldn't do it again. It's the first and last time.
No, but it's crazy how there's some people for them that to hear that the other party is married, that's a deal breaker. But to other people, that's like they want to live on a wild side. They only date married women or married men. So, I mean, they get a trail out of that type of stuff, creeping around and dating somebody else's spouse.
It's because you feel like the married person will be unclingy, will not be clingy, so they'll be like unavailable.
Yeah, but here's a twist to the
it's
story. You'll
it's
be
the
surprised how
delusion
many
of
married people that are creeping falls in love with their side person.
But that's their initial thought frame of going into the situation is you cannot like you have someone that occupies your time. So I should only be getting, a small number of your time. I don't want to be committed to anyone. And so going for someone who has time already occupied, majority of their time occupied, 1 or 2 hours of just, smashing will definitely be enough. And that should be it. But then all of a sudden, problems start happening at home because the smash is too good on the other side. And now they're over there telling you their home problems within the hour block. And you just like, damn, when did we get to having this much open free time?
Right.
So that's exactly what happened. B, what you talking about? Like, yo, she hit me with the, "Am I technically your girlfriend?" And I looked at her and said, "You're married." And she was like, "I know, but and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just like, besides the whole cheating thing, she was not a bad girl. She was actually like pretty cool, except for the whole cheating thing. But it was just also kind of weird. It was just weird that she asked me that. And I was just like, why are you asking me this?
I'm telling you. I am the biggest person of I will be single with a bunch of side niggas. That's how I call myself single with a bunch of side niggas. Because the person I feel will get my full attention, I haven't found them yet. So everyone now is on side nigga level.
Damn.
If I talk to you, you is a side nigga. If I feel you have an inkling to be my husband and become my husband, then you have became my main nigga, and every other side nigga has disappeared.
So
but girls be in a relationship, then call this man a main nigga, and 15 years later, y'all still in the same main nigga status.
Okay, so you just keeping your options open. That's all it. That's fair.
It's not keeping my options open. I'm not gonna waste my time. We'll get to know each other as a side nigga, so I'm not dedicating full schedules to you. And once we get married, then we can operate on main nigga schedule.
You so funny.
This is side nigga number one, and the other side nigga number two.
Yeah, everyone operates on side nigga schedules. Because the thing is, these girls will spend 20 years, 15 years, 5 years, 2 years with a guy in a relationship, so-called relationship with it, or in their misbelief of what they assume was a relationship, and still see nothing there, and you've already put him in main nigga status, and y'all about to hit 3 years, and you're now wondering when the ring is gonna come. Where? What ring?
Okay,
He's already
so
where he needs to be at.
How long do you think a relationship should be before a man proposes? So since you,
it's in the heart. If he feel like tomorrow is his proposal day, then tomorrow is the proposal day. Because people be, they fell in love instantly and proposed, within a few days and been married to these people for 50, 60, 70 years. It's possible. I haven't seen it yet with my own
A
eyes.
little 90-Day Fiance.
I don't even think those are working, but it's in the heart. If you see the person, you like, man, I know this person's for me. You feel it. Like there's no like. It's just there's something about that person just screams, "This is my husband. This is my wife." And if they propose tomorrow and you feel it's the correct thing, like it's proper, it's right, then y'all getting married tomorrow. Courthouse steps, whatever y'all want to do. There's no like how long is a factor for when you should get married to somebody. It's literally you both feel that it's the right time. And you pray that your marriage will last for 50, 60 years. Now, if let's say you 1 year in your marriage, 2 years in your marriage, and the person is definitely giving you, a different personality, and you tried everything and it just ain't gonna work out, you just gonna have to send it to God and go on about your way.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's finish this video out.
There you have it. Both sides of the story. Now, in my unbiased opinion, the women were flawed. I mean, what kind of a woman wants a jailhouse aggressive men? And another note, I'm sorry.
He said a jailhouse aggressive man.
The higher their financial expectation, the harder they want to please. Trust me, ladies, it ain't worth it in life. And oh yeah, the lack of performance in the bed, that's a tricky one.
Wait, go back 10 seconds or something.
Ladies, it ain't worth it on our end. Oh yeah, the lack of performance in the bed.
No. Well, for number 2, what he said about number 2.
Adult, I'm starting to think that a woman that makes too much money shouldn't have a man. I mean, the higher their financial expectation, the harder they are to please. And trust me, ladies, it ain't worth it on our end.
That's what he said. That women that make a lot of money don't need a man. That's what he said.
So they always say that. But when you broke, depressed, sitting in a damn mental ward, they feel like you need a man at that point. But if you making a little bit of change, you don't need a man.
I said, okay. Would y'all plan a date for your, not just like a regular dude, but for your boyfriend or something like that? Would you plan a date where you would pay for everything?
For a boyfriend?
For your boyfriend. A serious boyfriend, not just like no side nigga shit like B, but
No, for like a boyfriend, I would probably plan a date. It'll probably be random, but he better not expect it. Like on a consistent basis. Like, this might just be your first and only for a long ass time until a ring. But once we're married, I would definitely do random moments like that in life.
I would
But,
most definitely on a regular
he gotta-
basis, like whatever, because that's just naturally who I am. If I'm obviously, it's not just going to be in any random guy or anybody that I'm just dating, but if it's someone that I am seriously considering, then yes, absolutely, 100%, I will blow your mind.
Yeah, he has to know that there's a possibility when you're married to me. First of all, if you let me go, that's gonna be your biggest L of your lifetime.
Ooh,
So
talk to him.
you'll be like, damn, she was great. But don't expect as a boy.
Oh Lord,
I think she got
cut
kicked
off.
out.
I didn't kick her out, so hopefully.
Yeah. But no, it definitely. But I think it takes the right type of guy to bring that type of, that side out of a woman. Because some women are not affectionate and lovey-dovey or romantic or anything like that. And then there are some women that are naturally like that. And then there's women who weren't like that, but the type of guy that they had, they become that type of woman to him. Only because, he's such a great guy. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to cater to your man in that way? Make him happy, whatever it takes.
I
But
feel your answer. I'm not.
no average Joe gonna be getting no romantic nothing.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I said I don't like it when women pay for me. I don't.
Right.
It's a pride thing. And I had a couple of female friends that, although I paid for them before, granted, I paid for, like, when they want to do something for me, I like cringe a little bit inside. It's just like I'd rather. They don't like they have to literally fight me to like get for me to like let them pay for me and all that. So you back, B?
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
I'm back. I didn't even
All right,
realize it failed me.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I was saying that I refuse to, like, send do a romantic date, fly them out somewhere, go to like another island, this and that, blase on a consistent basis, and we 3-4 years in and there's still nothing to show.
Yeah, we're not
No.
doing 2 to 3, 4 years. I don't know who's
saying,
doing that, but we ain't got that much time.
I done left you at year 1.5. So you was in a relationship by yourself. And I don't know why you still thought I was there. But I'm telling you, I think it's because of age now. I don't have time to waste. If I'm gonna die alone, I just let me be, I'm gonna die alone and happy. But I refuse to be, 16, 18 years in with somebody like it's like a criminal, like it's like, how people used to be in partnerships because they was like, let's say 2 lesbians dating and they couldn't get married. So that's why they was like, nah, this is not it. We are either getting married, and if things go left, I guess it was, we got 5 years of marriage, to show for, something. But I'm not being delusional. No, but I will, be a great woman. That's why I said I can only cater to a main dude, and everybody else goes inside. They side nigga lane. Until you show me otherwise, aka a ring. Then you will stand in your appropriate lane. These girls be moving niggas to main nigga lane, then they gotta move them out, put another. That's just too much. Give them time, a schedule. Let's say, okay, you wake up in the morning, you say good morning. This person doing the extra most, so you entertain them. It just makes you know that this person is trying. You talk about finances, y'all talk about like what is their goal for this relationship, things, y'all have the full blown conversation. And if you feel like this person is definitely worth it, then y'all start going in, because at this point you should have known he was thinking about marriage. He not here to play around. But if you have a conversation, he said he not looking to get married and he just want to sleep around.
There's a difference between a man that says he want to get married versus a man that is ready to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be mindful of that, because if a man say he want to get married one day, that one day could be 20 years from now or 30, 40, 50 years from now. But a man that's ready to get married means that he's going to actively pursuing you, like putting in the work. So this can take place like immediately. Like his core focus is that goal is to marry you. So he don't have time to waste, and he doesn't have time to play games. If we're not on the same page, then there's nothing to talk about. So
Exactly.
you want to make sure, because guys have a way, not just guys, but just in general, people have a way of twisting their words, putting forward on the table what is that they're looking for, but they're not specific. It's just kind of like a vague thing. Yeah, I want to get married and I want to have kids and whatever. And then you get into a relationship in 1 year and it's like, well, where's this marriage that you told me about? What do you mean? I said I want to get married one day. I didn't say I want it today.
That's why
I said I want kids, but I don't want kids today. Well, what do you mean you don't want kids today? I mean, how much more years do you think I have left before I can birth a child? So, you just want to be mindful of that things. If you want to have kids one day, then that's great for you. I hope you find that one day. But I ain't got one day. I got right now.
Exactly. That's why you keep them on silent nigga lane until that ring and that certificate move them into main nigga lane, and everybody else go roof roof roof. Because I'm telling you, like I said, everybody's single until marriage. You just single in a relationship. They all
Yep,
single.
I've always agreed with that. You either single or you married. Everything in between is just to help you sleep at night.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I hear everybody say that, but that's a slippery slope. And the reason why I say it's a slippery slope, because that's why niggas be cheating. quote
Right.
unquote,
No,
fucking-
absolutely. Yeah.
Because they single in a relationship. That's why they cheating. Because they single. They was never married to anybody. They don't have that. They don't lose anything from cheating in a relationship. But when you get married to somebody and you cheat on somebody, you can lose a lot. It comes cheating on a wife, cheating on a husband can definitely deter you for the rest of your life paying them.
Oh yeah.
So you can cheat all day long in this relationship and the court don't give a damn about it. But the moment you cheat on your wife and she got proof and evidence, you're gonna be paying alimony to the day you fall asleep. If she one of them type of woman.
All right. Minute and 15. Let's finish the video.
Oh yeah, the lack of performance in the bed, that's a tricky one. Now I could see how one could fall short, but however, you can always teach an old dog new tricks. Well, that's my time. Until we meet again, nurture your dog with love and care. If not, well, they might bite the hand that feeds them, and nobody wants that. Right, ladies? Right.
Okay. Now, last question. If a man isn't satisfying you in the bedroom like you want, do y'all teach him or do y'all just hop on another person?
First of all, I have never been a teacher a day in my life. With the abundance of assistance and teaching tools there is out there in this world, he needs to just do the bare. Like the thing is, these guys be wanting to go above and beyond extreme measures. Just the basic bare minimum is all that a female is asking of you to begin with. So when these guys want to go above and beyond, doing all these Kama Sutra things, and that's where you start to lose people at. Taking your time, understanding the stroke, what feels good, is exactly what they're asking for. If you've never done it before, we're not asking you to be, King Kong on day one of sleeping around. But if you coming in there doing the extreme most knowing this is your first time. Now that's a problem. That's a problem. You're not being honest.
So, okay. So you saying that some of the men don't even know how to do the basic things. Like I take it like foreplay and all the other
Exactly.
stuff.
They don't even understand the basics of sex. They want to go to level 15 when you haven't even mastered level 1. Because level 1 will get you far.
Okay.
I think
And
everyone. Oh, go ahead, B. I'm sorry. Finish your statement.
no, that was all I had to say.
No, I was
Oh,
just
I
gonna
was
say.
gonna say something.
Oh, go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead, she. Go ahead. No. Go ahead, she. Go ahead, she.
No, I was just gonna say. I think everyone is teachable, regardless of who you are, because at the end of the day, nobody came in this world knowing how to lay down any pipe. That's just the reality of it. You had to be taught one in some shape or form or whatever. But the real thing is, if I am gonna teach somebody, it better be the only and the last person. Now, I'm not going to be a professor teaching everybody that I come across. That is not happening. But if I am going to sign up to teach anybody about anything, it's definitely going to be the last person that I will ever have to deal with. And that is my husband. But other than
Okay.
that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And I assume that both of y'all know your bodies well enough to know what y'all like. So y'all don't.
First of all, like I said, be honest. If you don't know step 1, as like back in the days, before they got married, each party didn't know what was what, and we was learning together. But at this point in time, in this day and age, with the ample amount of teaching tools, aka websites that exist all over the world, there's no reason for me to be teaching anyone. We're not 14, 15, and at this point in age, these 14, 15-year-olds are at level 15 already. During my time, 14 and 15-year-olds, it was very rare. But now, in this day and age, it's not rare. It's like the rite of passage. So I'm not teaching anyone.
I think the
Exactly
best.
at no 30 years old.
I think one of the best way would be to teach each other, because I mean, we are constantly evolving as individuals. Everybody has different needs. I don't expect whoever to come in the picture to bring, the way they interact with a woman in their past to bring it in, because I'm not that woman in the past. So I think teaching each other, communicating with each other, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a beautiful thing. That's how you build intimacy between one another. You guys create something that is for you, a bond that is between you guys, a chemistry. There's nothing wrong with that. Because believe it or not, you might not know what you like until somebody bring it to your attention. The way this person touch you, you might not feel the same way how this other person is going to touch you. So I mean, it's a learning experience no matter what age you are at. You can always learn something new. And again, I still think everybody's teachable. Now, if you're dealing with someone that don't want to be taught anything, then I mean, hey, to each his own. But I mean, why not? And honestly, there is a lot of tools out there, but the main tool that's out there is porn. And nobody, I don't think realistically, that is not the way to go trying to learn how to please your partner. Porn and all this other, stuff that they have out there, no way.
I guess that's level 15.
That's a false. That is so false, because the stuff that they're teaching and showing is not realistic. Like, what the heck? I'm a human being, not a robot.
Level 1
And
is
there's no
basic.
love. There's no love. There's no chemistry. There's nothing there. So it's like I'm not letting no robots teach me how to please my mate. No. If you're my husband and I'm your wife and we in it forever, then yeah, we got a lot of learning and teaching and probably, a lot of stuff we need to unlearn and relearn or whatever the case is. But I mean, if we're in it, then why not?
Yeah, you have fun with that.
All right, girl. Don't be calling me asking me for advice when I'm happily married.
Now, girl, Professor Shakur, you got it.
Next time I'll put my name Professor Shakur.
You got it, Professor. Me,
Nah.
on the other hand, Mrs. Rebel over here.
B knows it all. So yeah, all right, B.
I'm
hell,
so
she look-
B has
shocked.
mastered the game. That's
I
not even
am
a professor. That is Dr. Material Life at this point.
I
She's
am
like, you
so
better get it right
shocked.
the first time.
I'm so shocked. If I had to teach myself, you being a well-educated human being can go find your knowledge wherever you seek it. If that means you gotta, we gotta have some bad experience as husband and wife, we just gonna have some bad experiences as husband and wife until, times get better.
Until you guys teach each other. Yeah, there you go. Say it.
Oh, no, I said times get better. Because if I had to teach myself what you like, you gonna teach yourself what I like.
No.
So
But
how is he supposed to know?
right,
He gonna
a man
ain't-
cannot read
unless-
your mind.
Well,
And if
I
you
guess
don't
he's deaf.
express how
He's
you
deaf
feel,
and blind. So you tell me the man I marry is gonna be deaf and blind, huh? He's just gonna be
No,
deaf
but
and blind.
no.
no, but I feel like you gotta at least like give him at least a cold, warm, hot, some shit.
Not only that, there are some people. Not everybody
I'm done. Not cold, warm, hot.
What if you meet a virgin? Not everybody is as experienced as others. Some people might not have had that many sex partners. Some people might have not ever had sex.
Yeah,
Some people
that's why
might
I said
have had only one
all
part.
you need is
So
is literally level 1. No one is asking any guy in this world to be a level 15 at jump. We just need you to be at the playing field of level 1, which is foreplay, the
what
basics of
what
kissing.
the heck is level 15? That sounds like some stuff you flying off the ceiling or
That's in the Kama Sutra. That's in them Kama Sutra books.
Exactly.
I don't even, if level 1 is the basic, I don't even want to know what level 15 is. That sounds like something that's illegal.
I was like, they only do this in Tijuana. You don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, because
No,
a lot of
level
times people
15 is
assume.
definitely porn. That's what I think.
No, a lot of times people in relationships, you get married to these people and they just the guys want to be doing level 15 stuff with their woman because they just assume like, oh, I'm gonna just stand you up, like we're not gonna lay on the bed, we just gonna be standing up doing it. For what? You
B, I'm
haven't even
gonna need you to
mastered
write a
level 1.
blueprint of these levels because I've never heard of level 15.
So B, if a man comes to you, your man comes to you, your husband comes to you and is like, yo, I want to push you on the chandelier and I'm gonna fuck you on the chandelier while it's
First,
swinging.
at
Oh no,
this
no, 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 no.
point, he is
That's
level
only
12.
level
That's
8 right there. That's just level 8. You need to find out what level.
Okay, that's level 8. Okay.
No, he
Chandelier.
started on the chandelier and then he's pushing you. So that means that's more, that's way more. Because you have to have gotten to the chandelier at some point in time. You just don't jump on the chandelier. Unless you into some extreme
sounds
sport.
like she need to you need to unlearn some things, B.
So that's why I said level 1 is the basic.
But what about you, Ray? But just to answer your question, I do think everybody's teachable, and I don't think the ideal of stepping out on your partner is going to fix a situation, because how is stepping out on your partner is going to fix your partner? That doesn't even make any sense. So you either gonna leave your partner and go off somewhere else and do your thing because you don't have any self-control and you don't have the time
Yeah,
and
that's
patience
weird.
to teach the person that you are with on how to please you or whatever the case is, then that's a different ball game. But I just don't think ideally stepping out is gonna make any difference because you still gotta come back to your boring partner, if that's what you want to call them.
Time
Or
out.
an experienced partner. I don't know. But what do you think, Ray? How do you feel about
No,
that?
no, no, no. Time out. Time out. How does teaching create cheating? Like, excuse me. Like, just because I don't want to teach, oh, he just gonna go outside and cheat. That's what it sounds like you just said. Since you
Well,
don't
no,
want to
that's
teach
what
him
I'm saying. No,
what
that's
the
what I'm
right
saying.
way,
I
he
don't
gonna
think
go
it's
outside and learn from the wrong way. That's what just sound like you just said.
no,
Wait,
that's what
was
I'm
I
saying.
hearing
It
something
doesn't make
different?
any sense to cheat because cheating doesn't solve anything. So if you step out on your partner, you still got to come back home to that same partner. So why waste your time stepping out on your partner when you can just resolve the issue between you and your partner and not bring a third party into it? That's just kind of
Yeah.
silly. That's, but go ahead, Ray. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess y'all heard the story with DJ Envy. It's just like her wife didn't have the orgasm in like the first 10 years, and like she
Oh
did
my gosh.
like by the time. It's like I'm not gonna lie, as a man, that's my biggest fear, especially like if I feel like I'm doing it and I'm not doing nothing. it's like damn, you didn't tell me, and it's one of those things where
Right.
it's just it's one of those things where, and you said it before you left, it's just like you just out here wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting yours off. I'm getting mine, but you're not getting yours. And people that me personally, I generally like to please. So it's just like if you not telling me it's like it's not working, then you're getting the same boring thing that's not
Right. You got
getting
me
you
thinking
off.
I'm doing something and you not even happy.
Right. So it's just like so you wasted both of our times, especially yours, because you're not getting off. So
Most women will tend to take control. If they not getting anything from what you're doing, they're gonna take control of the situation and make sure they get what they need. I don't
but
know how you
10
go
years,
10 years without getting anything
Mm,
out of it.
Yeah, I don't know about
And
that because
which is
most women can disagree with that. There's no truth to that at all.
what the whole 10 years or
No,
taking
the
control.
taking control and I mean, it's most women usually just charge it to the game and just say, you know what, it is what it is. It's either it ain't gonna never happen again, or I'm gonna teach them, or they just take that L, or they do what Envy Wife did, stick around and just suck it up.
Because well, Erica Mena didn't have a problem with his thing. So I don't know what was going on with the wife.
I don't know either. So, but you not telling her for 10 years is kind of wild though. But
Now,
it's
what
just
what what, what was she doing? Well, I don't want to know what she was doing for 10 years. That's her business. She probably stepped out.
Had to. It's just impossible.
Nah, it's crazy. That's not impossible.
Nah, 10 years of not getting
I've
teased
heard
back.
women say that though, not with one guy, but just in their whole entire life. Like their lifeline of, having multiple sex partners, they've never experienced that from any of their partners, whether it's past relationship, one night stands, or whatever. They just never experienced it. And I'm like, and there are some people that are just naturally fine with just pleasing the other party. And as long as the other party is satisfied, then that's their way of finding satisfaction in that, which is kind of weird.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It works for some people,
Yeah, I've
but
heard that before too.
yeah.
I guess I'm too
so
selfish.
so
That's part of an unselfish person.
I had to look this up. About 75% of all women never reach orgasm from intercourse alone. That is
Yeah.
without the extra help of sex toys, hands, or tongue. So I believe that. And some women have never gone through or have an orgasm through penetration. and it's just like, damn, that's a shame. It's just like you would, as a man, you would know that you're pleasing your woman, right? That's one thing as a man. I feel like you at least could say you can do right is please your woman, especially in a bedroom. Because I know there's a lot of relationships done stay because quote unquote the man had good dick. And like it was just like she didn't want to go to another one because she didn't want to get rid of the dick that she was getting, and the nigga was pleasing her. So I
Or
just
increase
feel like
her number count.
yeah, increase the number count either obviously, but but obviously you need that communication there because if I'm not doing what you need to do, and I'm speaking for myself, if I'm not pleasing you, you should tell me. That way I can like, okay, what do I need to do to get you to that area?
Yeah, but telling your partner what you like is not teaching them. Like when I say teaching them, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm going through like you a student in a class and I got a whole body out here. Like, those little fake bodies, like there's people who do sex classes and, teach you how to please people. There's people who does that, like, for a living. And that's
No, but it's the same thing. Communicating that with your partner is a form of teaching. Because regardless, if you tell your partner, I don't like when you grab me this way or when you hold me that way or whatever the case is, it's still a form of teaching. You're giving that person instructions on what to do and what not to do and how to do certain things. So you don't physically have to take any of those classes or have a quote unquote mannequin laying there and saying, okay, this is A, B, and C. But no, even in the midst of what you're doing with your husband or your partner, or whatever, you're going through the motions, you're going through the steps, you're expressing, and it could be a beautiful thing. It doesn't have to be awkward and just, both of you guys looking silly or no, it could be a beautiful thing between you. That's how you build that intimacy with that person. Because I mean, when you're in that state, that's the most vulnerable you will ever be. So I mean, to be able to allow somebody to trust somebody in that way, I mean, it's pretty big. So why wouldn't you want to have that with your partner? So it's easier for you to say that, oh, I'm not teaching anybody, but imagine meeting someone that you care about and the only problem they have is in that area. Wouldn't you want to take time to invest into something that's already there, something you have good, or are you just going to step out? Or what if that person decide to step out on you? Are you going to be happy about that? No, because you're going to be screaming, well, why didn't you tell me? You could have teach me. So, I mean, it goes both ways.
Now, the reason why I was laughing is I was just thinking when you were saying that, like, imagine a guy you're now married to and y'all like doing it for the first time, but he's done it with whatever woman he had prior to was very wanted like aggressive, sex. And then you doing with him for the first time, and next thing he grabbing your hair and choking you out. You're like, wait, time out. What is this? What is this?
Exactly. You gotta explain that to him. Look here, partner. We're not about to do this.
We are not doing some domestic violence. This is definitely going to be
all the way together. Like, what the heck you
my
think this
scalp
is?
is hurting. There's no reason for me to have lost patches of hair. Like, what? Who was you with? Like, what abusive relationship did they go through?
That's a damn wrestling match.
Nah, that's what you got to say.
Either
Time out.
that or you feel
Stop.
like a rape victim. I feel violated. Oh my God. What was that?
Exactly. Oh man. Oh, okay. So overall, what did y'all think of the first two parts of the?
They're delusional. Like the first two part is living in the boundaries of delusion. These people, I guess this is what created a dog out of them. A person who's living a delusion that being broke is okay, and eventually in 15 years from now, his plan is going to evolve. But the thing is, you have like I understand. I don't even understand how he became a dog because she left him for the fact that it's 2 years from now you still living on you still sleeping and catering to the couch and still can't cook. You've been living at home, working on your plan for 2 years straight. You should have became a chef by this point in time. You should have been grocery shopping, learning how to cook. But no, you buying dollar food, microwave food. The first guy, you going to a picnic. I understand the concept of a picnic being something romantic, taking her somewhere different, but you had a playground where little kids is at. This looks like a community park or something. You could at least went to a place that had like an open ground, put something on the floor, put the picnic basket, made it somewhat romantic. And you have two people arguing from the block. I was like, yeah, it was given very much. Yeah, I understand you trying to be nice, but it was not given nice. It was given very much. You just picked something random, probably threw a bunch of stuff in a basket and said, I've been pissing her off for a long period of time. Let me try and do something for her. So, and you're becoming a dog because you didn't take the time or decency to really cater to your relationship or put in effort, because that wasn't given effort. That was given last minute. Let me apologize. And then last dude, Mr. Being cheated. I don't even know what to say about him, because the fact is she called somebody over to your house, not nobody else's house, your house. So I can't even say
She just
where
don't
he
respect
went
the brother.
wrong at. Exactly where could he have gone wrong at in life, where she felt to disrespect him at this highest level. And his only comeback is to become a dog. So I don't know. They all living in the fantasy of delusion.
Hmm. What about you, Shuko?
I don't think anything about those guys. I feel sorry for their situations, but I feel even more sorry for the fact that they went for the whole teach me how to be a dog class, whatever it was. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't think much of them. But that is the average. I mean, these guys definitely represent the dating pool out there for the most part. You know.
They represent 1/3 of the dating pool. Because the guys who's not getting played, they didn't represent none of those guys. The high value men, they represent none of those guys. Um, well, what's his name? The one who wife brought somebody at the house to cheat on. They could probably represent Tyrese. So never mind.
Oh man, I was going to honestly. That was one of my topics for tomorrow too.
He could represent Tyrese. So I
Who's
guess
Tyrese?
the
The
singer.
R&B singer.
Oh, okay.
Because Tyrese always crying about something his wife do or his ex-wife or anybody he's dated. So I could see him in Tyrese.
Oh.
But
Oh,
and
what
they
is
didn't
tomorrow?
represent the thug.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They didn't. No one represented the thugs for that group. I guess is they say that only people who can become dogs are guys who's in heart hurt and broken,
Mm-hmm.
but not the ones whose a dog was instilled in them at birth from their parents. They dad was a dog. he passed it over like a torch to the son to become a dog. And the son will pass it on over to his son to become a dog.
Well, I guess it's safe. I still believe all men are dogs, but
I
again,
believe it too, girl.
I absolutely believe that. But being a
Some
dog
people work
doesn't have
hard
to
to like.
be a bad thing. I
Mhm.
think I think the word dog is just another metaphor to describe what that person got going on. But yeah, all men are dogs, and all dogs go to heaven, which is a lie, but okay. That should make you guys feel better that you guys go to heaven.
You know, hey, some dogs are loyal. Especially loyal.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know
All
what they
right.
say. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, any last words before we can get ready to shut this down?
I
Nope.
don't have anything else.
All right.
Great topic.
All right, ladies. I thank you both for your very insightful opinion. As good, like I always say, it's good to have a woman's point of view of some things like this. Opens up a very, very vast, different approach of things. You ladies, you ladies were great tonight. Uh, I don't know. I guess I ain't got that much to say either. So tune in next week where hopefully we can
Oh,
still do this. Oh, go ahead.
Ray, don't forget to send us the topic for tomorrow.
All right, I got you. Make sure you hit me on WhatsApp.
I got you.
All right. With that being said, I would like to thank y'all for coming to the after party, and we are out. Peace.
Bye.